Yeah. Oh my god, look at that fucking... Look at this madness. What the fucking hell's going on there? What's that nonsense? Jesus Christ. I always feel like I've had a fucking Mega Mind sometimes. It's just like... Mega Mind head. Mega Mind head. Gotta love it. Get the work shirt off first before we even get this on. There we go. Dios mío. Dios fucking mío. Ay. There we go. Ooh, that felt good. Hey, oi. Anyway, let's... They have a... Oh, there it is. My tea, but I'm not really drinking that. Got some other ulterior motives in mind for drink. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Split screen, there we go, yeah. Alright. Oh, shit. Let's look up one of these. Well, you look very attentive all of a sudden. Yeah, because you see this, don't you? Don't look at you. That fucking fly flew by. Ooh! You almost got that fly. You almost did. You gonna get it? Get it! There you go. Oh, what a goofball. Oh, what a little sweet cough. I don't want unfiltered hard cider first, so I don't want strawberry cider first. Two different ciders. 2-town cider or cider blaze. Decisions. Anyway. Get both smoked. I think I'll go for the regular cider first, because then I can have some delicious sweetness after the fact. Even though both are pretty delicious and sweet. It's just this is unfiltered, so it's not as sweet. Not a little bit more of a bitterness. That's okay. I like that. Holmes. Anyway. Honestly, got like some bullshit of work primarily, because Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I mean, today just seemed like a fucking day of absurdity. And, yeah. Not really because of the workday in itself, as, like, you know, the usual, the usual routine. But, just with everything else around, just kind of the workplace and shit, it's just like, oh my fucking god. I definitely grow weary of work drama. I know that much. And let me get this bowl going and get a couple gulps of my good old drink. Nice, crisp drink to relax off of. fucking sneaking in here like a ninja.
Like always. You know that. Out. Out.
Oh, poor baby.
Out.
Talking to Juicy Rubens and Plumbers MX.
Out.
I'm sure you met MC. Well, I guess both of you are in time for hearing me bitch about work a little bit right now.
Oh, I want to hear you bitch about work.
Well,
I always do.
Well, honestly, it's not pertaining. Well, kind of. It gets to be about me a little bit, but
Are they fucking you over?
no, they're fucking Mondo over. Like,
They're fucking your Mondo over.
and honestly, I'm trying to pinpoint who is directly doing it because basically, there's like obviously like factionalization going on, and it's fucking bullshit and ridiculous. But I'm just
about Armando or somebody who's trying to fuck him over.
I think it's just someone trying to fuck him over, and I think a part of it is like corporate that hears like a certain side of story, which is that he doesn't work hard enough or whatever, and that Jacob was a better assistant manager or a good assistant manager, which he wasn't.
Jacob being a better assistant manager. Wow.
Yeah, that shit's been mentioned around. Where apparently he doesn't work hard enough and shit, even though he's pretty much like outside of a couple other people, one of the hardest busting ass fucking dudes there.
He stays after his fucking shifts over to fucking help.
Yeah.
What would Jacob do?
Actually, well, guess what he did today?
What?
Leave 3 hours early.
Who?
Jacob. He left 3 hours early. Like, honestly, he leaves early a lot. He doesn't really do a lot of the production that needs to be done for the morning.
Seriously start documenting.
At this point, we pretty much are, because this is starting to get, a little bit of some bullshit. Because, honestly, like, with the new store director, because I think she's just hearing all this hearsay shit, and hasn't really had, like, a one-on-one convo with him yet, hasn't, is kind of on the side of, like,
But see, the funny thing is they can look back in his fucking records of when he clocks in and clocks out.
Yeah. And honestly, and also that, I think they're going to realize how much of a big fucking mistake is that. And honestly, I'm honestly agreeing if it's like, yeah, let them dig their own grave with that one. And a little bit. And it's just like, I mean, yeah and no a little bit, because, I mean, you should make sure you at least fight to make sure you keep what your... I mean, not necessarily, like, just, like, your shift specifically, but at least the position. Because, like,
he's making, what, 18 something an hour?
No, for assistant and managers, I think they make a little more. So I think he makes just a tad, like, I think $1 more or something like that. It says on the thingamabobble here. On this.
On yours?
Well, this is the entire like contract wage setup thing for grocery and meat. Meat's on the back. This is the grocery one, and I think he would be technically a part of. So there's all-purpose attorney. So that's what everyone would be under. Technically, 1953 now. I think he'd be under like the new head APCs, which is like grocery produce and store operational manager stuff. So basically, like, what I would assume is like the managers in like the assistant managerial positions of departments and so on and so forth. Which, as if the dollar increase would actually, which it should have been with this last paycheck, but didn't yet. It should be at this point for at least that position 2050, and for just APC Dreaming Clerk 1953. But that didn't get put in yet for whatever fucking reason. So, because honestly, frankly, corporate just likes to kind of fuck with that. They did that literally as a way, when the contract was implemented in the first place, it took like well over a month for them to do that. I think actually like 2 months before they had it, before the union went to court with it. And then they were like, okay. And the companies were just like immediately like, all right, we'll comply with that. But so they're pretty much just dragging on, adding the dollar increase at that point, which is bullshit, but... And doing a lot of labor cuts and hour cuts and shit too, which honestly leads to the other points. Like, I think honestly it's just like Tabs has really just like declined a lot as a manager at this point, and also is kind of wanted to get rid of people, including me, Skittle, Mondo, and James, a few other fucking people, and it's just like. What? And honestly, a lot of these, the people that I'm hearing in the rumor mill, at least with the names, are a lot of the motherfuckers that usually bust their home. Yeah, I got flaws and shit, like, James can be aggressive and kind of an asshole sometimes, but, I mean, that's whatever, he's not that bad, especially if you at least know him a little bit, but, I mean, with, like, Mono, like, I mean, it's self-explanatory with him. He busts his ass and, like, you know, I mean, he does it for himself, mainly, especially, where he just, like, goes out of his way to, like, you know, work hard and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Scott, yeah, I mean, especially for Mondays, like, I wish he would, you know, figure that shit out better. But this also makes me kind of think, is, like, knowing, like, how I know Sky to a degree is just like, hey, I'll try to come in, but, like, don't write me in that day, like, how he's adamant about that. It's like, it makes me think...
She doesn't care. She fucking just writes everybody in.
Yeah, it makes me think that, like, honestly, a lot of the bullshit, especially, like, kind of fucking people over a little bit, including Skittle to an extent, you know,
Why do you think I left? They were cutting my fucking hours.
Yeah. I mean, also, there was...
like, literally. At my job now.
You know, and now just some other thing. Like, honestly, I think a lot of this shit, us getting fucked over, and I've been kind of thinking about it all fucking day, and I think it's really coming to our, you know, manager just... For whatever fucking reason, I don't know what, but, like, she evidently wants to, like, you know, replace, you know, different people there, and, you know, because of whatever fucking reasons. Like, I'm sure I can probably think of different... Hey, Zukov, hey! I'm sure I can, like, think of some different excuses or different ideas for specific people, but... It's just bullshit. Because also, especially considering that she's a manager, she's also going to talk to store director a lot, and that means that she's going to hear a lot of whatever shit she's going to say, and obviously it's not exactly going to be good, and it's going to look bad for everyone else. Zuko!
Hey!
Closing the door. Get in here! Get in here. Come on. Quit yapping off. You silly boy. Because at least, you know, with the one-on-one convos I've had with a store director, she's actually, like, pretty friendly, chill, and was, you know, being willing to work with me and shit. So I don't think, like, you know, she's, you know, going to look at you as, you know, like, in a bad light in a sense. It's at least, you know, to a degree probably given the benefit of the doubt to people. But if this continuous bullshit, especially kind of stabbing people in the back, like Armando, Sky to a degree, and a few other people, it's just like, it's just going to make, you know, her oppression look worse on those people and thus fuck them over more.
It's one of those things that...
And get her, you know, and maybe her as a department manager, you know, gets her way of having those people got rid of for whatever fucking reason, which honestly just makes her look bad because it's just all backstabby bullshit. And it's like...
That's why I left.
Yeah, it's just, it's fucking... Ugh. It's like I kind of have some reservations, but at least a little bit of optimism for the new store director, if the new management may have with that. But, like, I'm starting to realize as, like, some areas improve, I'm starting to realize there are some highlights of other fucking problems that, you know, are sticking around that are now being, like, brought to the surface a lot more. Because, you know, a lot of other issues aren't really as big of a thing. Because when Mark was the store director, there was just so much other fucking bullshit. You didn't really have much time to pay attention to whatever weird bullshit was going on with, like, factionalization, you know, or, like, what department manager wants to get rid of who people or all this other fucking shit.
Because, you gotta look at it this way. If she does get rid of you, you already have an opportunity.
That, and also I have an ability to fight back, frankly, because honestly, it's just like, there would, you know, like, because I know Amano for a fucking fact would have, even in a legal sense, would have a way to fight back and defend himself, and would be able to have, you know...
Your guy's union fucks you over, I'd get out.
I mean, from this, I mean, they haven't gotten involved with this problem yet, so, you know, like...
If it keeps on going, it's gonna happen.
Eventually, and I mean, actually, probably by tomorrow. Honestly, Mom's gonna talk to the rep tomorrow about it, and also, I mean, I definitely want to, you know, hit up about that conversation, and not just for my own self, but for a couple things I want to do more personally, but for this shit too, because it's getting a little fucked. I mean, not just because, like, oh, you know, it's like, I think, you know, this person's, you know, could do better in this and this, but if they don't, I might want to get rid of them or whatever. It's not like that type of shit. Like, I mean, it's always like this, oh, hey, how's it going, blah, 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 you know, it's like, when she's there, it's all this, you know, surface level shit, but behind my back, or, you know, behind our backs, I'm hearing, like, a totally different fucking, you know, story about it. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she's how old?
A little older than me, just a little bit. She's like...
she's not even in the right mindset to fucking...
She's not, I don't think she's in her 30s, so she's a little older than me, so, yeah. Honestly, this happened with my first manager that when I was working there. She got single and eventually kind of have a more of an opportunity to, you know, figure herself out, you know, individualize more and, you know, try to, you know, kind of, you know, find things about.
She's not single.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, well, in a relationship, but divorced and broke up in a long-term one, and now is, you know, kind of going out and about, and now she's, you know, seeing somebody else now at this point because of that. But, like, it's, you know, and this happened with my first store director, like, I mean, where they were actually alright and pretty good for the first little bit of working with them, but then it started to decline, especially after when their big, you know, breakup happened, and then, you know, for whatever fucking reason, they would decline. And this is kind of the same fucking instance, honestly, where it's just like, you know, with her for like the first...
I've seen this in her, is that she doesn't give two fucks about it.
Yeah,
she doesn't give a fuck about her job.
And honestly, like, considering how she basically gets a quarter for, you know, her wage increase while, you know, we get a lot, she definitely doesn't feel valued or, you know, shit. It's like, I feel for her to an extent, but it's
You're not
like,
gonna make no fucking $30 a fucking hour working at a fucking grocery store.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really even that. It's just like, I mean, she, you know, it's like, I mean, to a degree, yeah. I mean, grocery store workers definitely should, you know, be, you know, considered, you know, or at least like, you know, treated better about that shit. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like the idea that, you know, oh, you know, to expect maybe like an outright $30 or something, yeah. But at least get the equivalent of the type of increases that we would get, like, you know, $1 increase, like, you know, we had, or whatever the fuck, or at least the initial $2 increase and then the $1 every year.
Yeah.
I mean, because then at least, you know, they're at least, you know, still getting the same benefits that we do, even if they are having the higher wage of being the management. But she's not part of the union contract. She's one of the few managers that's exempt from that,
yeah.
which I never even knew about that up until recently. I was just like, what the fuck? I mean, that seems a little wonky, but it's how it works, I guess. So, but I mean, you know, that also, I guess, in a sense, also makes her have to uphold to a more, you know, certain standard of shit. But at the same time, to basically, like, use whatever stress or bullshit to kind of, like, scapegoat others and backstab them is what really fucks with me about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's like, instead of trying to maybe better communicate with everyone else and shit. And the fucked up thing is, I know she said this to other people, where it's like, I know I need to communicate better with other people about it. And it's like, then try.
Then do it.
Yeah, try. I mean, it's just like, you know, just take while you're taking a 5-minute smoke break, go call, like, the assistant manager about, like, some of the changes you want to do to the schedule a little bit, or, you know, that you've been talking about with, or some shit like that. You know, instead of fucking them over this entire fucking time and shit. Especially if the whole, like, element of the demotion shit as well. Like, that's, like, even more fucked. It would be one thing if he kept that assistant managerial position, but was the night assistant manager. That, you know, makes sense to try to help, you know, have, like, the assistant, you know, or at least one assistant manager be there for the night to help out with more managerial needs that, you know, might not have been taken care of from earlier that day. I mean, it makes sense as an idea, but
it's kind of like
communicate that with them, you know?
It's kind of like my job, too, because my boss just got an assistant.
Mm-hmm.
So now he has somebody, if he wants to take days off, they have to come in.
Yeah. Which
doesn't fuck anybody over. Doesn't fuck Trevor over. Doesn't fuck his employees over. But it still puts the fact of, okay, yeah, there's somebody new in it. They're gonna learn the ropes and all that. But if your fucking manager is not telling you, hey, this is what needs to be done on a daily basis.
Exactly. Honestly, like, if
then
there's,
what
like,
the fuck?
Yeah. Frankly, like, even if they're not there for a day or, you know, or whatever, you know, maybe doing quick calls like, hey, can you make sure that these things are done? Have a little checklist for the closers to let them see that.
That's what we have. We have a closing list.
Yeah.
We have a closing list.
I mean, we have our standard list of shit we have to do, but if there's, like, extra shit or expectations or other stuff.
It's not like that. It's more along the lines of there's nobody there Saturday or Sunday to do fucking grab and goes. So what we have to do as employees, since the lady who works, since the lady doesn't work Saturday or Sunday, we have to do grab and goes. So we have our fucking case full, so if somebody wants meat, we're not there, it's out there and ready.
Right, yeah. Same thing for our weekends right now. Like, honestly, today, like, it was basically the 2 people in the morning, Jacob and one other guy. I mean, it's like, they're both of them are, and I kind of feel bad for, like, it's kind of shit talking a little, but it's just like, you know, when
there was
so
a
much.
Day that, okay, there was a day I wanted to go get a sandwich I wanted to go get a referee.
Yeah.
Jacob's like, oh, I'm too busy to make it. Fuck you, I'm a customer. You want fucking complaints? I'll fucking bring it up if it fucking happens again. I will literally go to the fucking store director.
What the fuck is that? That's what the morning does?
There was 2 people. One of them could have at least came out and said, yeah, give me a couple minutes. I'll make your sandwich in a minute. You don't just fucking tell them, the fucking customer, I'm too busy, I can't make it.
Yeah, like what the
If I said that to somebody,
I would get chewed the fuck out.
If I said that to somebody, I'd be fired the next fucking day.
Yeah, like I'd probably get ripped the fuck up at the very least. I mean, but
no, I'll get fired.
Yeah, I mean,
because my boss has already got 2 complaints on my ass.
So you already have,
I don't have it written up, but my boss is giving me so many fucking chances. He's like, I shouldn't have given you this many chances, but this is your last fucking chance. Jeez. I said, fucking do it. Write me up and give me the fucking 3-day suspension. Give me it. I'll gladly take the fucking 3-day suspension and no pay, but you're gonna realize that I'm a fucking good employee. I do my fucking job. I get shit done.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that especially for our shit, because it's like the same thing a little bit.
Trevor was actually calling me
and he would at least communicate with you
when I was gonna come back.
Yeah. That's at least, one thing I can kind of get and respect about him a little bit is why I liked him when he was working with us for a minute.
When I went back on Thursday, when I was supposed to go back, okay, that following Saturday, he called me. He said, hey, I know your shift's at 4. Can you come in earlier? My boss literally communicates with me, hey, I need you to come in.
Yeah. Like, the only time I ever really get messages from my manager really is basically like, hey...
if you want to pick up extra hours.
That's about it. Yeah. Like, that's literally it. And she'll also be like, hey, if I'm off, just don't hit me up, basically. It's like...
My boss doesn't say that. My boss just says, don't text him.
Yeah.
If it's about me, and I can't get a hold of anybody up front, I will fucking last resort text Trevor and be like, hey, I can't get through to anybody. What do I need to do for this?
Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean...
But, like, that's when I called him when I finally got my results and said, hey, I'm not going to be in for 5 days. He's like, okay, get feeling better. I need you back.
Yeah. Yeah, at least, like...
It's coming down to the fact that I'm realizing that my boss knows that I will be there if I can. If I can't, I won't fucking be there.
Yeah, he at least understands that you got,
But he's also bringing up the realization that he's actually giving me more to do.
Yeah.
Proven fact. He's going to be losing 2 people in the morning. Or 1 person. I don't know if he's losing both or 1. He literally offered me a different position. He said, I need somebody here in the morning to help me do freight.
Yeah.
I said, I'll do it. He's like, well, what time can you be here? I said, well, I take the bus. He's like, yeah, I know that. I said, I could probably get here about 7:15. He's like, well, can you get here by 7? I said, I can try. I can try to get here by 7.
Right.
I wouldn't clock on until 7:15.
Right, yeah. It's not an unreasonable thing.
I wouldn't get out until 4:15.
Right, yeah.
So that's my 8-hour shift.
Yeah.
Basically, he wants me, when everybody leaves to go to school and shit like that, I have seniority after that.
So you'll be able to kind of be like
I'll be able to fucking pick up more hours no matter what, because he likes the fact that my availability is open every fucking day.
Yeah.
But my schedule, if I do this, will be 5 days straight, 8 hours a day.
Hey, but it would be, some bank fucking checks, though.
$16 a fucking hour at fucking 8 hours and 40 hours a week?
Yeah.
That's fucking close to fucking $500.
Yeah.
$500 to $600. I'll do it.
Yeah. I mean,
if I have questions, I mean, he was talking to me about it, and there's a lady who's kind of underneath Trevor. She was like a PIC. She looked at me. She's like, I don't want you to get fired.
Right. Yeah. That's how I feel about so many fucking people right now.
Well, see, that's the funny thing is that at my job, we have so many people who come in throughout the day. So there's morning crew.
And then like the mid-crews.
Mid-crew, and then there's night.
Yeah.
Well, night, we basically close at fucking 9. There's nobody else there except for like 1 person that's there until like 2 in the fucking morning doing her shit.
Yeah.
But it's still the realization that you're looking at the fact that you need somebody there. If you're leaving at 4 to go home because your shift's over, then yes, you can have your fucking assistant manager stay for the night crew, leave at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it should be, like, similar to our, like, type of fucking shit, because, like...
Well, you
like
also gotta look at the fact that everybody in the fucking morning doesn't do fucking shit.
That's what, like, and honest, like, I mean... I will say at least there is one switch that I do kind of like, is that they switch the sandwich people to meat production, and they're and at that point they, you know, are a lot more phenomenal and actually stay until about like 3 or 4 because that's when their shift's over. But
you also gotta look at Mei Lee. Mei Lee does her job.
Yeah,
she is. If you can get around her sassiness and the way she is, she's a nice person.
That's how, like, I mean, the person doing meat now, instead of doing sandwiches, because they switched her shift a little bit, she's kind of the same way, because there's a few times where she's been kind of sassy or kind of aggressive with me a little bit about some shit, you know, when I come into my shift, but, you know, now that her and I kind of have, like, a, you know, period where we will work together a little bit, we've actually had some pretty chill-ass conversations,
But see, that's the thing with Mei Lee, is when I was working there, I was living in her compost with my ex.
Yeah.
And, I mean, she would never talk to me, but when I started working, she actually did see that I would do my job. She did actually conversate with me every now and then.
Yeah.
When I went up to go get a sandwich when Tabitha was working, she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm just been working, going home, doing nothing, just working and all that." She's like, "Oh, that's good." That's the first time that I actually talked to her since I haven't worked at Safeway.
Damn. Yeah, I mean...
But it's still coming to the
I just don't know how I feel about her now at this point, honestly.
She's the older, more of, I'll do my job and I'll go home.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just like, that's more understandable for someone like me, you know? I mean, it's just like, and that's kind of why I think also what's a little messed up with what's going on with our shit right now, especially with, you know, like, trying, like, I kind of want to know what, like, Jacob's opinion is about him being back into that whole position and shit, because...
Jacob don't care.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, like, I mean, is he gonna, like, I mean, I'm gonna, like, cause I wish I had more opportunities to talk with him, because, like, I mean, you know how he felt when doing that, and that's why he stepped down. Like, I mean, do you really want to do that?
He liked doing it when it was our original manager.
Yeah.
When Tabitha came in...
Well, the thing is also when his sister suddenly passed away, too, that's when his behavior also suddenly changed as well, so... Because
he's probably still going through the fucking realization of it.
Yeah, and I really do. That's why I don't like, I kind of feel bad for him a little bit, because just like, because now there's like all this talk about him, about how is he also trying to like get back into it and, say some shit or whatever, or talking back about.
If he's doing it to a sense where nobody else hears him, and it's probably just him and Tabitha talking about it. But you've also got to look at the fact of, if they fuck Armando over with the position...
And he gets back. It's going to look back on both of them.
He's not gonna take it. He's gonna fucking leave, and he's going to.
He's already practically planning on it. He's already like half mentioned about maybe even talking about an attorney and shit, considering the shit that he's been fucked with. And frankly, yeah, it's really like some scummy shit.
That's why I'm gonna tell you this: tread lightly.
Yeah.
Tread fucking.
No, I mean.
Lightly.
Considering with shit right now, like, I'm only, at least especially when it comes to, like, managerial store director shit like that, I just want to make sure my wage stuff's taken care of, and I'm going to keep my head low for right now. Because it's...
Look at it this way.
Because seeing how, like, people are getting fucked over the way they have with certain shit, it's, like, it makes me fucking nervous.
If they do fire you, they still have to pay your back wages. They can't fucking deny you that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why if they do fire you... Immediately go to fucking fredmyers.com and fill out a fucking application. I can get my foot's already in the fucking door. I can fucking...
And plus, yeah, now also I can
say
just...
what I want.
Yeah, and plus I can just hit my union up, be like, hey, I'm going to just switch over to our store and stuff. Can you also, put in the word about that? I already applied, blah, blah, and, don't have to...
Rep.
Huh?
It's a different rep. So you'd have to talk to the different rep of Fred Myers.
Well, yeah, that ain't too hard to figure out. I could just call up the union office and be like, hey, who's the rep for the Fred Meyer off of so-and-so and shit, and they'll be like, oh yeah, that's blah, blah, blah.
But see, that's the also fact of the fact that that I work at Fred Meyer's.
Yeah.
And I know my no.
Hey, oh, you little bastard.
But you know, since I work there, I know who to talk to and say, hey, this is what's
and plus
going
I know
on.
at
I have
least
somebody who's coming in.
Yeah, and plus I know at least one other person there. Trev. So, yeah. I'm sure he wouldn't mind seeing me back there.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think he would just look at me and be like, "Hey, as long as you are good about your attendance, it's because I know you're a pretty good worker and blah blah." Because I mean, he's definitely a tight ass about shit, but like,
He's a tight ass that he wants to get your shit done. That's what he is.
basically, as long as like he, because he sees what he knows what to expect out of people, and he just wants people to meet that basically, because he knows that. Those are things that, can be met from people, and
I'm pretty sure I'm getting pissed out on Monday because he wanted me to do ribs.
Mm-hmm.
We had no ribs that were thawed.
Yeah.
Can't do my job.
Yeah. It's kind of hard
if I
to
do get pissed out tomorrow, I'll look at him and be like, hey, there was no ribs thawed. I had to bring them out, put them in the fridge, but he'd probably be like, oh, you could have trickle fucking thawed them. I don't know how to fucking do that. And I'm not gonna leave them in the fucking bag so they fucking get really fucking warm when I'm trying to do my job and help customers.
Trickle thaw. I think that's when you put it in like a big sink.
You put it in a big sink and you put fucking water on it.
Yeah.
That takes way too fucking long.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's quicker than just letting them sit there, I guess. But, I mean, because if you have, like, lukewarm water, it does help. I mean, because that's how we do it.
You can also overdo it.
That's true, yeah.
But
we only really did that is if we were doing the ribs outside, because those would just immediately get transferred to the racks
fucking
out there.
grill.
Yeah.
But it's also the realization that I'm pretty sure I am going to get this out tomorrow, but I'm going to look at them and be like, we had none that were thawed.
Yeah.
So basically what I did is I had 2 boxes. I pulled both boxes out, put them in the fucking freezer, I pulled them out of the boxes so they could sit on a fucking rack and fucking be thawed.
Mm-hmm.
But still, morning crew had to do it, so whatever.
Yeah. Oh.
But it's still come to the realization that I'm looking at it this way too, is that since if I don't get this fucking upper management, whatever, fucking coming in early and doing my shit, I'm really looking at the fact of, okay, well, I'm just going to keep my fucking hours the way they are. If he wants to put me in that position to help him with fucking freight, cool. I won't know about this until probably about the end of September.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things that he is looking at the fact that I do my job. I don't want to be around customers a lot, but...
Yeah. It's kind of one thing I don't...
Well,
I'm thinking about my own job and shit.
It's like when I was working on Saturday. This lady, she was trying to find Columbia hard salami.
Yeah.
Dried. And she's like, hey, do you know where this is at? I said, well, I can help you find it. So we ran around and I showed her the Columbia wall where we had the Columbia stuff. And also showed her, I said, well, we also have this too. It was our fresh cut.
Yeah.
Hard salami. She's like, okay, well, yeah, I'll look at it. And I'm like, okay, well, this is it. This is probably what you're looking for. We don't have the one that you're looking for, but this is the equivalent of what it is.
Yeah.
And then also coming from the realization that when I helped her, she was like, oh, thank you so much for showing me this and all that. And it's just like, okay, that makes you feel good.
Yeah, it's gratification, and you actually feel like you have a little respect for the work that you do.
I've also got people that actually come up to me, because there was this lady, she came up and she wanted roast beef, but it was cut and it was going to be bad on the 21st, so I think it's today or...
That's probably, today, yeah.
She's like, okay, well, can you cut me fresh? I said, yeah. So I basically asked them, I said, how thick do you guys want it? Some people don't know, well, what's sandwich slice? Okay, my difference between my sandwich slice and yours is probably a little bit different. So I cut a piece and I show them, like we usually do.
Yeah, I average it out when it comes to sandwich cut. I just average it out to what usually people...
I mean, I do like a 1.5. You know, our slices are all the same. So
they're all the same, yeah. I do about like a little for one, but
yeah, this is a 1.5. They're like, oh, well, maybe a little bit smaller. I said, okay, so I drop it down to 1. This is a 1. oh, well, can you go a little smaller? I said, if I go 2 more clicks down, that's as far as I can go before it turns off.
Yeah.
They're like, well, what do you mean? I said, our slicers only go so far.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So I cut it for him, and this lady, we got to talking. She gets what we go through. She's like, I told her this because she was talking about, oh, well, how do you deal with customers? I said, I can't say anything. She's like, why? I'm like, because I'm on the clock, and there's other people around. I will get called on the carpet. I will lose my job if I say something wrong.
Yeah.
So, nonchalantly, she's like, yeah, people are jackets. I said, no, they're Karens. She's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I deal with that every day. She's like, yeah, she does like mortgages or something like that, and she's like, yeah, I have like 2 months left, and I'm almost done.
Yeah,
she has 2 months. She literally does not care. She's been doing it for fucking 40 years.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, if you got 2 months left, so I mean,
no, her pension's gonna be fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, dude, she's just riding those last 2 months, just like
but she also told me the fact. She's like, yeah, if anybody fucking gives me shit, I can just tell them to fuck off. And I'm like, oh my god, I would love that.
I love it. I love her. I love it already.
I mean, this lady was probably in like her 50s, and she's. Dude, her pension's gonna be. But this is
that
funny.
shit gonna be juicy.
When she gets her pension, she's also taking a part-time job with her friend to help her.
Nice.
So there is things. I mean, because she's like, oh yeah, I'm getting ready to retire. I said, you know what? You're gonna hate it. She's like, why? I'm like, because you're gonna be bored. She's like, well, I'm not gonna be bored. I'm like, no, you are gonna be bored. My mom retired about 6 years ago.
Well,
my mom's bored.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like. I guess it's just depending on how your body is by that point. I mean, it's like if you're still at least somewhat able-bodied, especially when you have, a decent pension, then you're able to have that ability to start traveling, do shit.
My mom's in her 70s.
Yeah.
And she still goes and helps me do stuff upstairs in her attic.
Yeah. So
that is my mother. My mother has never been a fucking sit-down person. I don't want to do anything. My mother
yeah, she's an active, someone who's active and up
But she also has an ACL and a finger injury.
Ooh.
She literally fell and split her finger here. You can see the intendons.
Yeah, ow.
They stitched it up. She fell to the back of her truck, destroyed her fucking ACL. She had fucking repair on that.
Ah.
And my mom is still fucking up and able and doing shit. But she had the ACL
roughed and banged up and still kicking.
she still had the ACL repaired, and she still had her finger fucking done. She basically dislocated it.
Shit.
When she had her ACL repaired, I stayed home, but I really wasn't in the house much. I had a dirt bike at the time, so I was out riding my dirt bike and stuff. It came down to the fact that my mother wanted to get up. She was tired of fucking sitting on the couch. My mom cannot be fucking sitting down doing nothing. I mean, she can sit on the computer for hours and play games and stuff like that.
Right, yeah. Well,
but when there's stuff to do,
right, yeah,
my mother's doing it.
Yeah, she's like very motivated.
Like when we were going to come out and see my mom.
Right, yeah.
She literally went in my old room, cleaned it out so you would have a bed to lay on.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, she's such a sweetheart.
My mother is fucking amazing.
She sounds pretty amazing. I mean, my mom, when she was able-bodied, she used to be kind of the same way, but obviously, like, due to her weight and, cancer hitting her and then just having fucked up hips with both of that, with the chemo. It's just like, obviously
has it gone into remission yet?
No, she's been in remission for a while.
It's just her weight she's trying to get down?
Yeah, and because of that, and also the damage from the chemo treatments and shit like that, after the fact of everything, it's, a lot of that
chemo does fuck everybody over for a while.
Well, like, a lot of it is, like, her lower back now because of, with all that, variables. Like, I haven't seen x-rays, but what she's described, it's wonder how she kind of has a fucking spine. Like, it's actually kind of insane how she's described it. I'm just like, how in the fuck are you, like, do you have, like, nerves that still work for, like, your lower body? It's
your nerves don't deteriorate, they just slow down.
Yeah, well, it's just, like, because the way she's described it, it's like, it goes, like, it's all fucking...
she has scoliosis.
Well, that's not
Scoliosis is when
and
your
it's not
back's all
that.
fucked.
Well, it's her hip too, but that as well, and it then eventually goes fine. But a lot of that, from what it's been described, it's damage from the radiation and chemo treatments that she had. That's why it is the way it is.
This is what I'm thinking.
From what it's been described to me.
If she did lose a lot of weight, I'm pretty sure that
she has. I mean, she has like a lot of water weight and a lot of some existent skin still shit, but.
But it's also, you gotta look at the fact that somebody probably could fix that, but it would have to be very delicately treated.
Well, the thing is, that's why she's slowly but surely, but because of obviously of her hip problems and shit, and not being able to move very well because of that, it's hard to lose a lot of weight, and she has to go under a certain weight limit to be able to have surgeries to be able to fix her hips, so she can actually be able to at least be, maybe not fully walk, but at least be more mobile and be able to, not just lose a little more weight, but actually be up and going and can go places and do shit.
She'll realize that once her hips are fixed, that she'll feel 20 times better.
Yeah, and she'll still have to, do some more therapy over time and shit, and have to kind of keep it up as well, but... she'll be, it's basically the slow incremental chug, to get to that point, for her.
The thing that I look at is, it's kind of like your dad, how...
Well, with him, he just doesn't take care of himself. My mom at least gives a shit.
It's not that. It's more along the lines of, if we want to get him off alcohol, we have to be supportive.
Yeah.
And he doesn't think that we're supportive because we drink all the time.
Well,
we drink to an extent.
I mean, we're more social drinkers, and I haven't really had any since my birthday because I was like, Jesus Christ, I need to chill from that one. But
it was kind of one of those things that I bought one, and I was. I mean, Saturday night? I was like, oh, you don't have beer. I'll just wait until we have a day that we're together that we can drink.
Right. Yeah.
You're off work. You had a beer. I have my twisted tea still, so
right. Yeah.
Okay. But it's more if we support your dad in him trying to get clean, off the alcohol.
I mean, I think a lot of it is at least, also just getting him to be not much of a fucking, a board. like a stiff board, basically. Like, he needs to do that more, I think, a lot, because I think that would help him not be so crutched onto shit like that. You know what I mean? Because, like, a lot of it's just because, I mean, it's a form of escapism in a sense, to make him not feel as shitty. But
yeah,
the reason why he does is because he doesn't move around a lot. And if you don't move around a lot, you're going to be more stiff and not, be as lucid and shit. Or not lucid, but like,
well, I think he uses it to basically be like, oh, well, I can't move a lot. Yes, you can. You just don't want to. Like when he was walking every fucking day with Bandit.
Yeah.
Your dad was doing perfect.
He was doing better and shit and he would at least, be more nimble for his condition, because he would do that a lot. But now he doesn't even bother going up and down because, like, I know he's basically just essentially been chilling in there for the most part at this rate just because because of Bandit, and he's still fucking, like, it's like grieving over that shit. And it's like, and I am to a degree, but it's just like, you still gotta fucking keep...
We still get up and do our jobs.
Yeah, you gotta, you still gotta, like, do your thing. I mean, it's like, it's not even really the fact that it's like I still gotta go and do my job or whatever. It's just like, it's more of like,
You look at it...
You gotta, there's a certain point where you have to, like, not really, like, move on in a sense, but, express it in a way that's more productive.
I look at it in this fact is that at least we didn't find him in pain.
Yeah, I mean...
I know it's hard to say... But that's what I look at it as.
Yeah, I mean, I still just kind of wish I had a way to fucking, like, deal with the fucking coyotes that dealt with that, but obviously, I don't exactly have any legal means to do that.
Yeah.
I still could, but I would have to basically keep my fucking mouth shut for everything about that.
Yeah.
And I couldn't wear a coyote pelt during the winter, even though I want to. I have to say, like, I bought it off eBay or something.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the coyote pelt all of a sudden? eBay.
But no, I mean, you gotta look at it this way, is that from what I've heard of your mother, she sounds really cool.
She definitely can be cool.
The fact that she wants to meet me is just even a better plus for all around. But, I mean, it's more along the lines of, our schedules really don't coincide.
Yeah, that's just
except for this week.
Right, yeah, and even then, even then, it's like it does. My schedule never coincides even with my homies in a lot of ways, and that's another thing. It's just like I've always been trying to.
I've been thinking about it now. Is that since you have Wednesday off, I know it's gonna be kind of soon because I should wait 14 days, but we should go at least see your mom.
Oh yeah, I mean honestly,
the pub is like a luxury.
Well, we could do that after the fact too.
But we should still at least go see your mom.
Yeah, like we could see her during the day, and then after the fact, go to the pub afterwards.
Well, I mean, you know how I am with my anxiety and stuff like that.
Right? Yeah.
My anxiety will literally trigger fucking automatically. You've never seen it, but you will see it that time. I'm quiet. My body starts fucking with me really bad, but I'll get through it. But no, I mean, your mom wants to meet me. I'll take time out of my fucking... I'll take time out of my day to go and meet your mom.
Oh, yeah.
You met my mom.
A couple times already. Now in turn to meet mine. Yeah, I need to actually pick something up because she has something for me that she got for my birthday last week, so I need to go down there anyway just to go grab that, but also...
I mean, we can do it on Wednesday. I mean, I'm off Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm off that day too.
But I'm also trying to get Trevor to switch one of my days. One of those days, I don't know what day it's going to be, but he said talk to him Monday about it. I'm trying to get one of my days switched, one of the days off. Trying to get one of those switched so I can take a Saturday off so I can go out and see my mom, get my mom's phone all set up and everything. So But no, that's kind of one of the things that I've been thinking is that I do want to meet your mom. Your mom sounds really cool from what I've heard of you.
She is, and she's definitely a kind of a people pleaser type of person too. Like, she's always been kind of that way, at least to an extent. Like, I mean, she'll, obviously, if, you fuck with her or don't, do something that she doesn't like, which obviously I know you're not going to do that, but, there's obviously been people in the past that have. I mean, she will, maybe not unleash hell, so to speak, but she has, creative means, I guess, of dealing with shit sometimes. Like, there's been a few times where, I honestly remember this one time where she really wanted to plot some shit, but she talked herself down even though I was really, really kind of encouraging it. Oh my god, it's actually kind of funny now I think about it. It was when her and I were going to the movies one time, and this is actually in the middle of her cancer treatment and shit. I don't think it was at the peak of it, but it was pretty much kind of around the peak of it. Because we used to go to those, to 21st Century, off 82nd and shit. Kind of
one of those discount movie places.
Yeah.
Movies come out and...
we always like to see movies all the time and shit. When I was growing up, we, have a weekend where we just go check out some random movie. And, this is one of those days, and she was about to roll up into this parking spot, and then straight up, and even I remember it too, where before Karen was a Karen basically, but honestly it was like a dual Karen situation. Like, my mom was a Karen in her own way, and the fucking bitch that rolled up on his parking spot was a Karen, because she literally was like she literally did this as she was rolling in. Just this sassy, this is my spot, while she's got her whole family packed in there, and my mom literally was just like, oh no, she just did not fucking do that, no, how dare she, no, I'm gonna say something, and she started rolling my window down, and I was like, I literally started doing this, I'm just like, I just started doing this back and forth.
Do it!
Well, no, this is before that happened. So I'm just sitting here absorbing this first, just oh shit. It's just I am going for this, blah, blah, blah. It's can you steal that spot from me, blah, blah. She just started going off for a second. It's you fucking are, you are, and just drove off for a second, just went just did that for a second while those folks were just kind of staring what in the fuck, just kind of confused if anything. And then just I'm just literally still this good, looking back as she's driving away doing this now, just absorbing that. And she actually had this security guard as a friend who was a security guard working there, who kind of overheard that, was kind of looking just seeing her drive by, and was just what in the hell is going on there? And she parked around the corner, and she just kind of calmed down for a second. He kind of came over for a second, and was you good? And it's just and then she kind of broke down, realizing oh well, that bitch that rolled up in that parking spot, I mean, you kind of saw it. I mean, she just really set me off, and I'm going through a lot of stress, blah blah blah, and I mean, and then later...
It was kind of like this video I watched on YouTube. This guy was trying to wait for this car to come out in the park, and the car swooped in. Well, this guy's driving a Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
Hooks his winch to the car and fucking pulls it out of the parking spot. Pulls in the parking spot.
Oh.
Like, you motherfucker. Amazing.
Yeah, so later... Like, before we see our movie, like, at this point, we get our tickets and shit after she calms down and kind of talks to the scared dude a little bit before we go in the theater. She kind of sits down for a second. She's like, and she kind of looks outside where the parking spot was, because she wanted that, where the exit was, so we could just, like, get right to the car, easy peasy, pump and squeeze type of shit. And she was like, it's like, I really want to, like, put some, like, lipstick on their car or something like that. And this is where I was, like, trying to encourage her a little bit. I was just like, oh, I'll hold the door open for you. I started saying that. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll hold the door open for you. Yeah, go, yeah, do it. Yeah. Now it's kind of like low-key, yeah, fuck that bitch, too. Like, fuck that bitch and her family. Yeah. Like, yeah, do that. I was kind of like, after I absorbed everything, I was kind of like, yeah, I mean, my mom blew the fuck up, but, I mean, she ain't wrong. So, I was just like, yeah, I'll hold the door. Yeah, go do that real quick or something. Like, yeah, I want to key her car or something like that. She first started, she wanted to key their car and shit. And then she's like, nah, that would probably give me a lawsuit. They would know it would probably be me. Lipstick or something, like that, that won't cause, like, any, hardcore vandalism. I'll do lipstick or something. Like, she was, like, plotting for a second, but, like, for, like, 5 minutes before we went inside, I'm just like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll hold the door open for you, let me do it, and she was just like, I think because I was encouraging her, that actually somehow talked her more out of it, realizing, I'm enabling my son to do crime and vigilantism out. I'm just like, hey, my rebellious nature, I learned it from you, Mom.
Love you, Mom. You gotta remember rebellious from you. No, it kind of brings the fact of the light, is that your mother kind of seems like my mom. My mom likes to help people.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. But there is a time that my mom has literally broke down to me. She's like, I fucking hate my friends. I'm like, why? She's like, because they're not doing what they need to. And I'm like, Mom, you can't do anything about it. They have to fucking do it themselves. She's like, well, I know that she's not in a good place. And I'm like, Mother, look at it this way. If there's somebody else that can talk to them, let them fucking do it. Not you.
Yeah.
Quit putting the stress on you.
Yeah, at a certain point that there's professionals for that shit, like therapists and shit like that. I mean, at a certain point, it takes more professional assistance to help out people.
It's not like that. It's more along the lines, there's somebody else in their life that they can talk to, that they'll listen to them. And I'm like, Mom, just let them do it.
Yeah.
I know that they're not going to fucking listen to you, but still. She's like, well, I took food out to Rosie. I'm like, okay, Mom, that's all you can do.
I mean, yeah, sometimes you go and realize you can only help to a certain extent, and beyond that, you could just hope that they are able to help themselves to an extent,
Who's she taking care of? Aries.
Yeah.
I have no way of taking care of my cat.
Yeah.
So she's doing it for me. But I pay her back with, like, when she needs food for him, I give her the money for Aries.
Alright, yeah.
But it's still along the fact of, she's like, okay, well, this is what's going on. Because, when she was taking care of the baby kitties usually have, like, a disease something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kim, who is the one that gets baby kitties and stuff like that and brings them to my mom's house, Kim literally paid the $130 for Aries to get a shot so he could still be in the house.
Aw, that's good shit.
And I literally texted Kim. I said, Kim, thank you for helping me with Aries. She's like, yeah, your cat's so sweet, I don't want him to get sick. Everybody who has met Aries has literally told me, oh my god, why is your cat so cute? I'm like, my cat is fucking amazing.
I need to meet Aries already, damn it.
Yeah, I know you do.
Aries sounds amazing.
He is a fucking whore. Literally. Like, literally, everybody who's met him, he literally goes over to pet me.
That's basically how Bandit was, in a lot of ways.
But Aries is way different than Bandit.
I'm sure he is. Like, every cat has their own personality.
Aries will literally scream at me when I come home. If I come home, he will literally scream at me.
Yeah, Bandit only screams at me to be let out, or if he really wants to be petted for a second, and then let out.
No, he'll let you know. Why weren't you here? Why are you not here? Why did you abandon me, Daddy? Why did you leave me, Dad? He literally, if I'm on the phone with my mom,
he'll hear you and be like, "How dare you, father!"
No, he will literally go up to my mom and literally literally, my mom told me he was biting the phone one day to try to get to me.
Oh, it's like, I know you're in that folder. I shall eat you.
Like literally, he'll like go against the phone, rub against the phone, and all that because he.
Aww,
since he was my
that's
cat,
adorable.
The 2 months that I had him in my room, knows me.
Aww,
knows Dad. And he's like, my mom's like, he's rubbing against the phone. He knows you're there. I'm like, yeah, but he can't see me. Like I FaceTime with my mom one day when I was when
you're chilling.
When I was at home, I FaceTimed my mom and she put the phone in front of him. Well, he doesn't know anything about the fucking phone. He just looks at he can hear me, but he can't see me. So he was looking at the phone and he rubbed against the phone, dropped it on my fucking futon. I'm like, Aries, what are you doing? He looks at me. He's like, meow. What, Bubba? Meow. What? And he
thought you were trapped in the phone. Yeah.
He's a talker. He's a very big talker because he does it to my mom too.
Oh my goodness.
Like literally, if my mom's not paying attention to him, he'll jump on the back of my mom's chair. She has a chair like yours, but it's a little bit taller and it's got a rolled edge, so it's like fatter. Yeah. He'll literally walk up on there, jump from the futon onto my mom's chair, around to the armrest, underneath her arm to get in my mother's lap, just to sit there and beg, "Pet me, Mom.
Aw,
I love you."
Oh, sweet kitty.
But when he was younger, he caught the realization that if he traps me, I won't move. So his trapment was, I'm going to get under the covers and get it between your legs, Daddy. So he would literally get there, lay down, and I couldn't move. So he knew that he could trap me, and I wouldn't move.
That's how it is. Yeah, that's how it was, at least, Bandit in a lot of ways. At least for me, when he was on my bed, it's like, all right, he's trapped me. Or being here, he would plop himself here. I'm like, I can't move. I don't want to move.
If Sarah goes to sleep first, he'll climb up on Sarah's side and lay on Sarah.
Aw.
Like the pictures that I have when you see him like this.
All laid out?
He's laying with Sarah.
Aw. Little cuddly boy.
But he hates the fact that Sarah doesn't pet him. He's like, Mommy, pet me.
Pet me, Bob, please. Don't neglect me.
But it's still kind of the funny fact is he'll go down, if me and Sarah are at my house, he'll go down to Sarah's feet and land on Sarah.
Aw.
But I also have pictures of him when he was younger. He would be underneath the covers. I think I still have it. I have a picture of him. He didn't want me to go to work. So I came home from work. He literally jumped inside my backpack. I looked at him, I'm like, what are you doing? He looked at me, he's like, hi. I'm like, what are you doing, Bubba? Hi. I love you, don't go to work.
Please don't go to work, please.
Well, because I only had him for 3 months after that when I had to go back to work.
Oh. A Twitter thing was this.
But it was every time I came home, he screamed at me. He's a big talker.
Huh.
But see, that's the realization that I've been realizing is that he's a combination of the two cats that we had. We had Max and Panther. Panther is the color that Aries is now. And then the talking side is Max. Because Max was a talker. You could literally talk to Max all day. Max would sit there and talk back to you. You can sit there and talk to Aries. He'll just look at you, meow at you maybe a couple times, and he'll just sit there and talk to you. He'll have a long conversation.
Now I'm realizing that, like, my first cat that I had, Scooter, I mean, he was kind of a talker too, a little bit. I mean, I wish I kind of met him too, because he was such a chill boy.
Panther and Max were brothers.
Aw.
So it's kind of funny, because I still have the picture of... We literally nicknamed them Box Boys.
Aw.
Because my mom had a box on her bed of, like, the strawberry boxes you can get, the flats.
Yeah.
We literally had both of them laying in that box.
Aw.
We have a picture of both of them laying in the box. So they were literally named Box Boys and Candy Cane. Because their tails would go up and curl.
Aw.
So when they would move their tail, it would coincide with a candy cane.
Aw.
And Aries does the same thing. It's kind of cute.
Yeah. I wish like I said, I wish I kind of met my first cat, Scooter, because he was like a really chill boy. Very big talkative cat, very friendly. And, he was like this orange and white tabby cat that had a striped white and orange tail, but like...
He's a straight tabby.
Yeah, like man, I miss that cat so much
you
because he was
seen
he was like such Leafs boy. Because when we first got him, he was like I forgot what I was doing, but I came home with I think my mom or my dad, one of the two, and I opened the front door and there's just this box just chilling there, and I'm like, hey, what's this? And my dad's like, or one of the two, I forgot who, but my the other parent was also in that same room because they walked in hearing us come in. And it's like, yeah, we got this box, so, you know, and it's like, you open it up, you know, referring to me, and I'm like, okay, and open it up, and it's just, you know, the cat just chilling there. I'm just like, oh, you know, and I'm like, you know, just immediately just going to like, oh my god, a kitty, you know, and just like immediately pick him up and have him chill with us and stuff, and
The one dog I wish you would have met is Veteran.
Veteran
was literally considered my dog.
Well, what type of breed was he?
He was a...
Sounds like a German Shepherd name.
We've never had German Shepherds. He was a black lab water spaniel.
Oh. For some reason, Veteran just sounds like a German Shepherd name.
No, the reason he got his name is because he only had 3 legs.
Oh. So...
He was the coolest fucking dog.
Aww.
Oh my god. Every time... Okay. Before we got him, my mom said, okay, well, we're getting a family dog. I said, okay, what does that mean? She's like, pick out a whole bunch of toys. Picked out one. Only one. My mom would say, go get Andrew. He would go pick up the green alligator and bring it to my mom. Because he knew I bought that toy for him.
Yeah.
So my mom was like, go get Andrew. He would go get his green alligator and bring it to my mom. But no, we had him since I was a freshman in high school until... Fuck.
I had a French poodle once, but he ran away. Aw, that sucks.
We had Veteran for probably... fuck. Till I was 23?
So probably 11 years.
About 11 years. And then my mom finally told me that she had to put him down because there was one day that he was trying to go outside and he literally couldn't get up. Arthritis.
Oof.
So my mom put him down, and then the following year, my mom told me that she had to put Panther down too.
Oh.
Panther had a malignant tumor.
Oh.
That's what fucking crushed me.
Yeah.
Is she had to put my furry baby down.
Oh.
And then this is the shitty one, is that she told me, this was when I went out and saw Max. I went out and saw Max because it was a couple years that I actually...
Hey!
It's been like 5 years since I saw Max.
Hey!
And Max was... God. Probably in his 20s. She had to put him... He passed away. And then I think a couple weeks after that, she had a cat named Spider. Oh my fucking god, you want to talk about a lovable cat. Oh, fuck. He would literally lay on me. Like, trap me to where I couldn't move. His paws were literally like this big. He was a big kitty, and he would literally lay on top of me, and then my mom told me, I think it was a couple of months after we lost Max, she's like, oh yeah, Spider passed on.
Damn.
I have 2 pictures of Spider on my phone. I was literally outside, and you could look at Spider, and he's actually laying down asleep. And I took a picture through the window, and you can actually look at him, and he's actually just asleep. I think those pictures are still on my phone.
Yeah. I'm just glad I have a lot of goofy-ass pictures of Bandit.
You've seen the end of day picture with fucking Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Or not Panther, but Aries.
Aries, yeah.
Head down, just out.
Yeah.
But no, he's been through a lot. He's been through DJ leaving, which is his auntie. That was the funniest thing, is that I told DJ I was leaving and I was coming to Oregon. If I couldn't take Aries with me, she was literally going to drive up from Olympia, Washington, come and get him, and take him home.
Damn.
That's how trusting I am with DJ and Aries. Because DJ actually got him for me as a housewarming gift when I moved in.
Nice.
I literally told her, I'm like, I want a cat. She's like, okay. She brought him home the first day. Oh my fucking god. He was so adorable.
Oh my goodness.
He's still adorable. But now he's 5. Talker as fuck. My dog is a ball of cocaine. And a terrorist.
He kind of is a little bit. I mean, also definitely a very loyal one.
Okay, well, you've met of him.
He was a very loyal one.
No, that's his protective one.
That's what I mean, a loyal, protective dog.
You don't fuck with mom's vehicle.
Yeah. I could tell that when he saw Zukov for a second, he was like, get away from this. How dare you?
That's how he is.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of figured it was. I mean, I knew it didn't mean much of it. You know?
It's because I was there.
Yeah.
And my mom was there.
Yeah.
And he protects the family.
Right, yeah.
But if you get him when he's at home, he'll want you to play with him all day.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think it was just because Zukov was there is why he was... Yeah. I mean, if I was there, he'd be like, oh, a human. Oh, let me sniff you. Who are you? Let me make sure I trust you.
He will literally fucking sniff you up and down.
Yeah.
He does that with me all the time. It's like, dude, you know who I am. But still, you were here.
Yeah, Zukov does the same thing, and he'll also sniff your booty quite often.
He is very, very protective. Because I got out of the car because I had to go pay for gas inside. And this dumbass fucking kid tried to reach in my fucking mom's vehicle. Do you not fucking realize there's a pit bull in the back fucking seat, you dumb fuck?
Yeah, who's protective and a loyal
Who's protective of my fucking family. He said he tried to bite me. I said, yeah, you reached inside the fucking vehicle, dumbass.
Yeah, don't do that. I mean, you shouldn't really do that anyway to someone's vehicle.
He tried to bite me. I said, yeah, he's protecting me.
And don't reach inside someone's vehicle anyway. That's a little like...
Well, see, that's the funny thing is that my mom brings Loki everywhere. Like, my mom's gonna come out to Vancouver when we get her phone, or Longview. My ugly brother's coming with me.
Still not French Poochie would have stayed. Well, you can't trust the French.
No, you can't. No, but it's kind of funny because Loki doesn't like hot weather. Loki hates hot weather. Because he's black and it fucking kills him. Mom was like, it needs to be at least in the 60s when we do this. I was like, well, we bring him with you? He doesn't like sitting in the front seat. He will not climb the front seat. He will not.
Zukov's the opposite. He likes the front seat.
He will not climb it.
He wants me, like, if I'm in the front seat, he even exceptionally loves it more because he wants to be on my lap.
Loki will not climb in the front seat. He will he'll literally sit in the back seat and lay down.
You'll try, like, Zukov will try climbing the driver's seat sometimes. Like, he's a nut.
Loki is, it's kind of funny how my mom...
Wish it was like Loki, jeez. I mean, Zukov can be, though.
The funny thing that my mom told me is when she got Loki, he was well maintained. And the funny thing is my mom's like, I think he was around a man. Because he listens to me. Yeah. Because of my dominant voice and...
lower tone voice and shit, yeah.
Well, I'm assertive with it. Because he won't lay down.
Yeah.
And I'll literally look at Loki and go, lay down! And he looks at me like, oh shit.
He probably recognizes, like, the tone and everything as, like, you know...
But he also realized this, too, is that he can get his way with me. Because I'll be laying on my futon and Sarah's not there. He'll get on the futon and lay down with me. But he literally has to be in your lap, and you have to hold his paw.
Our cat sat on the gas pedal once. My mom says that was somewhat of a stressful experience. How in the fuck do you get a cat to sit on the gas pedal? How in the... Huh?
Make it comfortable.
Well...
There's literally a picture on Facebook of a cat fucking laying across the windshield. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, that I get. But, like, I mean, how in the... Like... What situation that you're in a car that a cat, like, sits on a gas pedal? A cat with a lead foot? Evidently. Yeah. But still, though, I'm asking more questions than answers of that one. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that sounds stressful, because, yeah.
The reason I found out Aries is so talkful is because when I moved to Oregon, we brought him with me. When I lived with Christy. Yeah. Would not shut up. Would not seriously shut up. And I was right next to him. I'm like, Aries, you're fine. Meow. Aries, you're fine. He would just sit there and talk to me. It's like, Bubba, you're fine. I'm right here. Does not like being away from me. hates the fact of being away from me.
She would get nervous on rides and then randomly choose that spot to sit.
Yep. Cats do that.
Out of all the places, they want to choose the fucking gas pedal. Wow.
It was funny because my mom, when I was talking to my mom, she got a baby kitty. Spitting image of Aries. But a girl. I'm like, you're going to keep her, right? She's like, no.
Aww.
Like, but mother, she's like, he doesn't like other cats. I said, just get it over with. Just get another cat. He won't fucking care.
Bet that cat is a better driver than most people.
Probably.
Plus, she was a big cat, so she really sat on my mom's foot, which is on the gas.
Was she a Maine Coon?
Maybe.
Maine Coons are fucking big cats.
Yeah, they're huge cats. Yeah. I mean, I would say like maybe, but I mean, there could be other cats that could be pretty big.
Take Bandit and add it.
Yeah, like Bandit was a big boy. I mean, honestly, like my first cat, Scooter, he was about the equivalent size of Bandit too. Like, I mean, cats can be, you know,
Maine Coons are fucking balls are huge.
Yeah, oh my god, they're fucking gigantic.
But that's fucking beautiful.
I love Maine Coons. I want a Maine Coon. Yeah, I know.
It's about the price of my fucking dog.
Yeah, Zukov was like, I mean, dude, he normally would have sold for like $400, but because of
His
the hookup, well, he's not. He's like a super mutt. Yeah, and the only reason why I got like a pretty decent deal out of it, like got like half off with that, was just because I had friend hookup. Yeah. So it was more. Oh, actually, it was a little less than that. I think they were gonna do it for like $300, but it was more like, you know, I got like $150 or something from it. But I just gave him $200 anyway, just because, you know, they were really chill and yeah. Oh my god. I mean.
Sarah
I honestly just like, at least when it comes to my general like view when it comes to like pets, I view them so much like family. It's just like, I mean,
Sarah wants a purebred husky. That's why.
Yeah, I mean,
she wants a fluffy puppy, and I told her, I said, okay.
I mean, especially with purebreds, though, you definitely want to be careful because they have more health problems and
not if you get them for the right breeder. If you get them for the right breeder, they're not.
Well, yeah, I mean, but...
So what if you get them from a breeder that you don't know what the fucking dad is?
I mean, the thing is, like, with purebreds, it's usually within this similar, or at least, maybe not the identical same, like, family genetic lineage, but... Yeah, not like the same bloodline necessarily, but, you know, of the same species, but because of that, there usually is a more heightened chance of, you know, like, potential inbreeding because of, you know, the same species, but it just kind of depends. I mean, you're right. I mean, it does depend on the breeder if they are actually, you know, give a fuck and want to make sure that they have, like, healthy, happy dogs that they want to give to people to have long lives, you know, in the family and shit.
I told her I get to pick it. Yeah. Because there's a husky that I want.
I mean, if you're honestly looking for him, let me know, because low-key, I'd love to have, like, you know, a little female husky friend for Zukov, but...
This is, like, years down the road from now.
Same here.
Yeah.
I kind of figured you're talking years down the road.
Sarah wants a husky.
Because by years down the line, I would have a better space, you know, for 2 dogs, potentially. And...
Well, see, that's the thing, is that I'm trying... If we do get it, Aries is going to be with us, and we're going to possibly think about getting our dog. But I told her I get to pick it. She gets to pick the name. Because I want the tan version of the husky. Oh,
same here. Like that caramel red kind of color. Oh, same. I love that color.
I don't like the normal huskies that I always see are the black and white.
Well, that's the Siberian husky. Or depending if they're like extra fluffy Malamutes, but...
I don't want a Malamute. They're too fucking high maintenance. And they get fucking huge.
Yeah, I love them, but you are right, they are high maintenance.
And their back is like that's a salt. They're fucking huge, though.
That's why I love them, because they're such big, huge, like, fluff balls of amazingness and sweetness. But... Well,
she wants one because if I'm not home, she can cuddle with the dog.
Exactly. Like if really? It's like, big, fluffy Malibu boy, come here. Oh, yeah. Just like big, fat, fluff teddy bear. Zukov the dad arc. Well, that's kind of why, you know, like, sometime down the line, I do want to have, like, a female husky to have, you know, as a pet as well. But, yeah, maybe to, you know, have a Zukov dad arc. I mean, potentially. I mean, I might not have that as a consistent thing. But I might let him, breed. I might let the two breed a couple times, but
this is
after a certain point, I might let Zukov get a vasectomy or something.
This is the stupid thing that I talked to Sarah about. I said if we get a husky,
because he will eventually get that.
I told her if we get a husky, we have to keep the god names going.
Yeah.
Ares, Loki.
Well, yeah, because, Zukov, funny enough, his original name was a god named Zeus. And the only reason why I changed it a little bit was just because, I was trying to think of, another, kind of god name or another name that would be similar to Zeus or something, because he was already somewhat responding to a Z, or at least a Z name.
That dog doesn't fucking respond to shit.
Well, no, he'll respond to Zukov. Yeah. Zukov! Well, he's, what are you... Zukov, what are you doing?
Probably laying down.
Yeah, he's probably, slopped out.
But no, it's kind of funny because I told Sarah we have
Zukov wants a mommy horse, though. Don't even want to.
Malamutes, they're huge.
Well, if it's a Malamute, it'd basically be a horse for Zukov.
It's kind of one of those things that
I have to literally hold him up. I'll be like, all right, boy, find your mark. I'd have to help him. I'd have to, he wouldn't be able to, oh my god.
But it's still kind of one of those things that I told her we have to keep the god names. Because Ares is the god of war. Which, literally, his name is what it means.
Spell for K. Zukov? Yeah, it is.
But Ares has a niche in his fucking name. He likes to eat plastic.
That's not good.
My mom hates it.
Yeah, I do too. That sounds bad. I will not let that be.
He doesn't swallow it. He just chews on it because it makes noise. He would literally chew on Walmart's bags just to fucking hear the noise.
It probably reminds him of, crunching, some meat or bone or something like that. That's why he probably likes it.
No, he's just fucking weird.
Zukov is actually K? Zukov? Yeah.
That's how it's spelled.
Yeah. Yeah, here, I'll show you who I, named it after. I'm on YouTube. I could just kind of find, something that just has a thumbnail of the dude.
No, it was kind of funny because me and Sarah were talking about it. I said, my mom found a cat. She's like, what is it? I'm like, it looks just like Aries. She's like, what is it? I'm like, it's a girl.
Yeah, but I named after this guy, Georgy Zukov, or Georgy Zukov, or Gregory Zukov, General of the Red Army and leader of the Soviet Union. He's basically the equivalent of General Montgomery, Eisenhower, or Patton. He's the equivalent of that for the USSR, essentially. So. But also, it's 11:53.
I'm gonna watch fucking shit.
But essentially, honestly...
What are you doing?
Yeah, but what are you doing?
What are you doing, Billy?
But it's actually kind of a quote that describes Zukov that I actually kind of find funny. Or at least about Gregory Zukov. Here. I just have to go to the Wikipedia page on it, because that's where it is. Wikipedia. And he got it, at least for Gregory Zukov, he got his start in the Tsardom. He was, I think, a officer who partook in the, what was it called? It'll say here. The Brusilov offensive. Which actually, he made some great successes. Actually made it, one of the few successes the Russian Empire had in World War I, basically. So he already, before the Soviet Union was even a thing, he was already kind of proven his merit as a military tactician. And he also oversaw the quelling of the Hungarian Revolution. So, yeah, I guess, take that for what it's worth. But here, let me try to find the quote specifically. Is this it? Oh, here we go. Yeah. So there's this fella named Konstantin Rokozovsky. Konstantin Rokozovsky. basically, this is kind of what he says. So, a sense of the nature of the beginning of Rostovsky's famous World War II rivalry with Zhukov can be gathered from reading Rostovsky's comments in an official report on Zhukov's character. He has a strong will, decisive and firm, often demonstrates initiative and skillfully applies it, which Zhukov can. He's disciplined, to an extent. Demanding and persistent in his demands. Zhukov is very much like that, especially when it comes to pets and loves by any human that lays eyes on him. A somewhat ungracious and not sufficiently sympathetic person. It's more of like in his like body that Zhukov does that, where he just kind of like battering rams his way through things sometimes. Rather stubborn, yes. Painfully proud, yes, that describes Zhukov too. In professional terms, well-trained, maybe a little bit, not totally. Broadly experienced as a military leader, but, obviously Zhukov ain't, but, absolutely cannot be used in staff or teaching jobs because constitutionally he hates them. Which, Zhukov, this dog would, if he had to teach other dogs, if other dogs can do that, he's incapable of doing such. So, honestly, just that quote alone from Rosokovsky, or Rokozovsky, weirdly enough, does actually describe him. It describes this little weird fluff ball. You have been described by one of your ancient rivals who has passed away. You little sweet boy. Oh my god, you're fucking handsome. Stop being cute! Stop this. Oh my god. Stop this nonsense. Ah! Stop this nonsense. It's like, leave me alone. I want to get to this one spot. I need to groom it really quick. Oh, you're a goof. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely feel like that quote though does in a lot of ways describe Zhukov, even though it's also describing Zhukov. It describes Zhukov, but it also describes Zhukov. There's only like a couple things, just because obviously he's a dog, that don't necessarily ascribe him entirely, but at least the ones that can, he honestly does kind of attribute some of those attributes to the actual Gregory Zhukov. So I feel like, honestly, his name is truly fitting. And also, apparently, Zhuk in Russian is actually bug. That's what it translates to. So Zhukov is like a surname that's basically means like the equivalent of like Bugman or something like that, I would assume. Which at least it doesn't sound like, it doesn't seem like it would be a good last name, but at least does kind of sound like it'd be a last name. At least in English. Bugman. Yeah, my name's Jason Bugman. How you doing? It's like, it's not really a great last name, but at least it's a last name. So, I guess it's in the middle. I will say it's at least better than mine. I'm not going to say what it is, though. But it sucks. Actually, there's unironically a fucking English town that's named it. I bet if I look on Google Maps, I bet I can fucking find it. It's so fucking British, honestly. I hate it. It's actually a first name in, like, England. From what I understand. Is it... Oh my god, what are these... What? Okay, hold on. What name is this? Tewkesbury? Alright, you know what? Hold on. What in the fuck? Hold on. What is this? What the fuck? Walton Cardiff, Bretton's Hardwick, Mills End, Hills End. Oh my god, dude. What are these fucking names? What is this name? Tewksbury, dude. Oh my god. Hartpury, Gloucester, Frampton-on-Severn. What the fuck? England, get your shit together, man. We need to, like, fucking, like, liberate these people and rename their cities. Oh my god, we need to, like, actually give some real fucking names to these towns. Magor, dude. Langstone. Newport? Nah, well, at least you're a fucking proper name. St. Mellons? St. fucking Mellons, dude. Rumney. What are these names? I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce these. Like, what are these names? What the fuck are these names, England? England, what the fuck? Oh, Wales. Oh, that explains it. England. Yeah, no shit, you're England. Go away. Fuck you, England. You're weird. Your names are weird. Peterborough. March. At least that sounds like it should be a town name, I guess. Wisbech. Leverington. Wagpole St. Peter. Wagpole High. Oh my god. Is this actually a town? Wagpole Highway? Are we fucking. Oh my god, dude. Wait. Terryton St. Clement? Kingsland? Northland Industrial? Oh my god. This just sounds like a fucking, like. I think I just found, like, some literal, like. Okay, let's just, like. Alright, we're just analyzing this alone. Like Kingsland and then Northland Industrial Estate. Like you have like Kingsland where like the king and the royal estate Gaaaawd where like the royal estate resides in, and then you got like the serfs and the plebs and the working class that like work and grind their way to death into the industrial estate district where they all fucking like die in fucking smog filled factories and shit. Like, oh god, dude, this shit. Ugh. The industrial straight, dude. The names are always some shit like. It's pronounced Jerryshire. But normally I'll say Joe Street or something. I mean, for real. Someone made an interesting point at anti-work. What if you try to pick corporate managers who are pissed off at inflation against landlords who are causing inflation? Ooh, that'd be an interesting thing. Wait, I'm also kind of curious how landlords are the ones that are more specifically causing inflation, because frankly, as far as I'm concerned, like, inflation is basically an excuse for mega corporations, and I guess at the same time, real estate firms to price gouge and thus rake in more profits and shit, and just use inflation as an excuse. Linwade. Oh my god, these names. North Walsham. Wait, is there like a regular Walsham? There's a Wroxham. Landlords are by raising rent faster than wages. That is true. Like the new management at the apartments that my, I guess former assistant manager, because of the bullshit at my workplace going on right now, at least at my department. Like, I mean, because of that shit, like, I mean, his rent is actually going to go up $300 fucking bucks a month. It hasn't happened yet from what I understand, but it is. Going from $1,500 to $800 a month, and it's like, how in the fuck can anyone afford that? I mean, it's like, how can anyone afford like the $4,000 a month that some places are fucking doing? Not just like anywhere else in the country, but here, even in fucking Portland. It's like, how in the fuck can people afford this shit unless they have like some like decent ass fucking like like sit on their ass like $40 an hour, or fucking like some decent bougie salary wage or some shit? Like, how in the fuck can anyone do that? It's insane. And where I'm at, things are more affordable than in downtown Portland. And that's saying something, apparently. Where even then, it's like not 100%, not exactly. I mean, there is at least more housing being developed, and hopefully that does kind of help make things a little more affordable, especially for the newer buildings that are being built and shit. But honestly, even then, I personally do have my reservations. Because, like, yeah, it will help, but, I mean, how many people are still going to be fucked over? And also, at the same time, like, how's good the land? Because I know there are some places around here where the land that is being developed on isn't exactly good for living on. But yet, they're doing it anyway. And if anything, kind of doing it on a more quicker and more of a rapid pace in other areas. And it makes me think, I feel like there's going to be some issues here. So it's like, if it is affordable housing, I wonder if it's just because of like some bullshit, that might, be applied to it. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. I have reservations about it just because of how landlordship in America is, and how like so much of the real estate firms have such a essentially just a fucking monopoly on housing and shit, where they just gobble up any and all the fucking housing. And honestly, even with the more affordable housing here around my area, it's all basically mostly real estate firms and big corporations that are fucking owning it up. Like, there's this road that's next to this long ass stretch of railroad, and also, it's funny enough, the road is also named Railroad, so it's this whole fat stretch of road, hence the name, next to the railroad. And there's some new housing development, and they're all like these big ass fucking homes and shit that are like, being developed, like new streets, with new housing, like legit, like basically neighborhoods being developed. And it's like, that shit ain't selling for affordability. Like, that shit is kind of fucking expensive. Epic new housing. Yeah, but at least the housing I'm talking about on that big stretch of road is not exactly affordable. It doesn't mean that there isn't affordable housing being developed around here, but it's like, it's seeing a lot of what is being developed in, like, the different signs that are saying either for rent or for sale. Like, it's all big real estate companies that own them. So it's like, even where it does count with whatever is affordable or whatever might be potential for people that can still try, that are up and coming to potentially own a home, like, it might be in their price range, but you would have to be set pretty well for it. Like, they're not exactly like, bougie as shit, but at the same time, it's like, they're not exactly, affordable either. Like, it's, whatever is left of the middle class is basically, that's what's available for them, unless they want, to have, apartment or something, I guess. And frankly, considering, the area, I feel like, honestly, they could be due for some more parks and stuff, too. If we're having more housing, it makes sense to at least also have some more parks to accommodate for, more people potentially, being at what's already built for parks, and thus, and honestly, like, a lot of the parks here aren't exactly big. Like, there are some pretty big parks, but there's not exactly many. There's some middle class, there's the rich, with the people fuck ton debt, and the poor. Yeah, well, I guess, let's just rephrase the middle class with just the people fuck ton of debt. Like, because honestly, that's essentially what the middle class is now. People with a fuck ton of debt, or, people that have, like, enough of a silver spoon to where, they're able to kind of sit on it enough. Because there are definitely, some shit like that. But that is about it besides Elk Rock. Yeah, essentially. Like, there is a few other places, like, there's Aldenwood Park, there's, like, Wichita Park. There's some parks around here, but there's not really much to them. Like, like, honestly, there definitely could at least be, some more parks, and shit. Like, honestly, there's this big-ass field, that's next to my workplace, that's across the street from some apartments. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for the owner of that property being a weird-ass little stickler or whatever the fuck, that park could easily be sold to the city and be used as a park. All they would have to do to that place is, especially since they added the new sidewalks and the new asphalt, is attach some of that to go into the field and add a couple pathways, do some landscaping, some basic ass landscaping, trim off all the grass, plant some native plants there, add a couple benches, a few park seats and shit like that, picnic tables, maybe like, shelter or two, and some, play structures, some shit like that, just a couple things. And because it's big enough to have at least a few things like that, and still have a nice decent field to where you can walk your dog and shit, because people, especially out of those apartments, not just there, but there's all sorts of other people in the local area that go to that little spot just to hang out. Like, so it's kind of already seen as like a park, but it's just an undeveloped field, right now. But it could easily be a nice little kickback spot, a little corner park, at a pretty nice, decent, busy area. And, for people that might be taking the transit or, happen to be driving by or whatever the fuck. I mean, it's like, it'd be a nice little spot to kind of, like maybe park at, the store, walk across the street, literally walk like 10 feet and you're at the park, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it'd just be like some easy shit. And honestly, like, I don't know if it'd be possible to maybe like hit up the city of Milwaukee and be like, hey, there's this development land on so-and-so street, what's, like, who owns it and what would be the possibility of maybe trying to buy it for building a park, or what's the plan for it? Because I've heard rumors that they want to make, like, duplexes there, and it's like, look, I know there needs to be some housing and shit, but, like, we should also develop parks as well, because that, and green spaces too. Like, I mean, that is also an important thing that I think, should be considered as well. And, and also in that specific area, there's already a lot of housing that has been developed in other parts of the neighborhood around here. So it's like, I mean, if we're only just focused on housing and then all these other parks that are already here eventually just, for a lack of better sense, clutter up of more and more people to the point where it doesn't get as enjoyable, then that's kind of a little bit of an issue. You want to at least have some of the space used for parks too. I mean, it's a little bit of a balance, I would say. I mean, shit, back in like the fucking 90s, the land that I'm on used to be a park. So it's just like, I mean, obviously not that I would, I think it's a bad thing, but I mean, it's just like, it's just still, things like that should at least be considered. It's like, I mean, if you have, like, less activities, so to speak, in the neighborhood, for everyone living there to do, like being at the park or something, then there's not really as much of a sense of community either, because there's less things for that community to do with each other. Or at the same time, they probably don't want to be around them as much because they're going to be, so cluttered with each other, being at the parks that already are there, but maybe, while maintained, just have a lot of fucking people. It's like, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but, if I'm at the park, and I see other people, it's not a big deal, but if it's like fucking like literally full of people and I can't necessarily have like a spot to enjoy myself, my own time, despite that, then it's kind of a bummer. So having at least, a broad sense of parks, kind of, evenly spread out with the additional housing being developed, does, I think, kind of play a role a little bit. And also, again, it adds more activities and more things, and also more spots, for activities to be developed eventually. Like, let's say, someone wants to have like a little music festival thing, like a little neighborhood music, jam out thing, outdoor thing, or whatever. There's a park for it. It would just be things like that. I mean, because if you have, like, new housing development and have a new park, to go with it, and have, like, a big, 1 week, thing, like a little outdoor festival thing at that little park, for the new housing and for the community in that area, that does a lot. Especially when it's a new park and stuff, everything's all nice and fresh and shit. I mean, I remember back when I was in elementary school, there was a park near my school that got newly developed, and once that did, we all would actually take little field trips near that area. And sometimes after school would go down there and hang out there and shit. It was actually a really cool spot. And obviously the park's still there, and it's pretty decently maintained for the most part, and it's a pretty cool little area. I mean, so, and I remember also there was some new like housing development at the time that park was being developed. So, it's just like, it's not like it can't be done. So I just kind of hope that, here in the future that, some of the council of the city, at least the city of Milwaukee specifically, does kind of take a little bit more emphasis on trying to make sure that there is also new parks being developed on top of new housing, because housing is most certainly important right now. But at the same time, if the community doesn't have like green spaces or activities or places to go to in their neighborhoods, in their areas, and that hang out with and chill and shit like that, especially if they're like, not like kind of new developed areas, with their area, then, it's like they're just gonna just kind of stay at home and not connect with each other and shit. There's this there's a sense of like connectivity when it comes to, having these new parks and shit, because it's like a new spot, people want to go to it and check it out. So, speaking of music, Melty has a fucking epic cover of The Trooper and a fucking epic cover of Babushka that we need to hound him to put on YouTube. Oh, really? Well, why isn't he put it on YouTube? And I hope he isn't really mad at me for not being aware of the concert that he wanted me to go to last night. He didn't say anything when I responded to him when he said, "Are you still down?" And I was at work and I was just like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to respond to this. And I did. I was like, they technically aren't quite done yet. Oh, really? Well, make them finalize. So, like, make his band rush up to finalize that shit, because I will play it in the background and listen to that shit. I don't know if they have, like, an EP totally uploaded to YouTube yet or not, but if they have, like, their studio work uploaded and shit, they need to just do that more. He needs to record the vocals and, quote, perfect the instrumentals. Oh my god, dude, Metal T is such a perfectionist, bro. I bet if I listen to it right now as it stands, like, I bet it sounds bass and sounds fucking amazing, and I bet it's just okay. It's just him, not his band. Oh, really? It's just him? He did a guitar, bass, and drums. He did the bass too? Damn, dude, he's starting to... Dude, Tyler's starting to really impress me with his music talents, honestly. He's starting to really learn bass more. And he's going to do the vocals. Holy shit. Dude, him and I need to start getting together for some side projects, because I have some projects that I want to do musically, but he evidently obviously has the tools and shit that I would need for it. And for certain, recording work, I think he would, especially for drums and stuff, I think that'd actually help. Him and I really need to start getting together more often, man, because especially musically wise, I got, ideas and shit I want to do. Now I feel extra bad, because he knows how to record really well now also. Damn, dude, I'm honestly really impressed with him, man. Like, he's definitely, he's really has, honed in his talent a lot, and honed in his experience with this shit. I mean, especially for someone that, can't necessarily read sheet music, can't read tabs, doesn't exactly, know everything about, music theory, but he does. He just knows it and is able to at least, get it honed down. And now at this point, even now, I feel like, he probably does at least, is far more knowledgeable of music theory at this point. And, but, I definitely know, especially when it comes to tabs and sheet music and, at least certain parts about music theory, there's at least some parts where I would shine more so, because I'm more classically trained when it comes to music, while he's more self-taught and ear-trained. So it's just, that's kind of why I want to do some projects a little bit, because I know that there's, this, with a lot of, especially what he's, excelled in, from I'm getting at now, and for what my knowledge is, I think it will definitely work really well, because I want to transcribe a lot of the songs in the Little Red Songbook into some more modernized genres, and do different takes of some songs to be more of a punk version, a more modernized rockabilly country version, a more metal version, just depending on how the song is. Some songs would be probably better fit for some more punky vibes. Some are probably more just better just as that traditional more country folk vibe. I mean, some shit like that. And also, I feel like that would also help Metal T, Tyler, expand more, maybe learning different tones, different sounds, stuff like that, and add an ability to maybe even experiment further with his own band that he's with right now. Because I have a lot of different sounds, especially right now, I'd say probably in the more punky, country, metal-ish type of vibe, and shit. Because right now I've been listening to a lot of Mojo Nixon, which is the country rockabilly vibe, Jelly Biafra for the punk industrial rock vibe, and like Wheeler Walker Jr. for more country vibe, Dead Kennedys for the punk vibe. Fucking like, I mean, I'm that's kind of where a lot of my shit's been at right now. So, and especially when it comes to labor and that, like, they're like a lot of the folk music kind of has, especially from what I've listened to from a lot of different songs from different artists in that specific type of theme. Like a lot of the songs have a very like strong ability to be modernized into different genres, including the ones I'm talking about. And I really want to do it. Honestly, spring and summer should be the same. Well, no matter what, fuck summer. Average summer fan, average winter enjoyer, average spring enjoyer, average fall enjoyer. I mean, dude, fuck summer. I mean, spring is okay. I mean, springs are like a hit or miss around here. From like, cause there's been some times where spring is basically summer, and sometimes springs are actually pretty temperate. And for fall, fall's pretty chill. They're mostly rainy as fuck. Winters, they're either like temperate or they're cold as shit. Like there's pretty much like there's really nothing in between. They're either like cold but temperate, or cold and there's like ice and maybe like a half-inch of snow that stays there for like a day or two, and it's just miserable. So it's just like, I mean, winters around here aren't exactly that much of a wonderland. It's like, it's not too often where that ends up being the case. Spring is the frying pan, summer is the fryer. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. I mean, well, like I said, at least around here, springs can vary. Also, speaking of side projects, though, especially with Melty, I also want to do like a cover project too. Because I want to do like cover projects of like the Dead Kennedys, Lard. But that's actually another one that I didn't mention too that I'm really into right now. Nail Bomb as well. There's honestly like a lot of songs I want to do like a concept cover album of, where I take like different songs that are all kind of tangential in theme and just kind of do like a cover where it's all in like like one set genre basically. I mean, they're all essentially are, but just obviously use that as a way to experiment with different tones and different sounds and shit in that same genre, but sound really badass still. I actually want to do like a dual song cover of Holiday in Cambodia and of Lard of Mate Spawn and Die, because Lard is Jel Biafra and Al Jorgensen from Ministry, and but it has the same riff as Holiday in Cambodia from Dead Kennedys, because Jel Biafra was part of Dead Kennedys. So it's like, because I don't know how I do it. I feel like I probably do Holiday in Cambodia first and then Mate Spawn Die. Because Holiday in Cambodia is more of the punky, almost surfer rock type of vibe, and then Mate Spawn Die is more of that industrial rock type of vibe. So I feel like to let the more lighter part tangentially like shift and progress into the more heavier shit, I feel like would actually be kind of a really good combo. Because at the end of the song of Holiday Cambodia, it's like it goes pop hot, bam bam, and then at that point it could just be the drums from the start of the song, which goes like this actually. And just immediately transition, because then it just goes right back into that riff again, as you'll hear here in a second. I feel like if done right, it would be a good transition, and actually, work as like a longer song, but just two different songs. It almost has a similar beat, but it's just sped up. I didn't come from no monkey. I came from a biblical incest and 6,000 years of inbreeding. I think he sent this to me before. I have this saved on my phone somewhere. When a situation may turn violent, but you just can't help yourself. Me about to make a situation worth of a little timed sarcasm. Oh my god, dude. This is one of my coworkers, honestly. Because he's a little bit of a smartass. And, like, every now and then he will make, you know, some sarcastic comment every now and then. Oh, damn. Yeah, luckily it ain't me that it's like that. I've had moments where I have done that before, where I've had some sarcastic comments and shit done, but it's not always the case. I usually let someone else do that. I really like that riff, honestly. It's a really easy, it's obviously a very easy little riff. It's just a chromatic scale, really. Just going down. Non-sexual NSFW, this is horrifying. A zombie bug. It's not dead. While it's not alive, it's not even dead. A large number of mind-controlling fungi insects. Oh yeah, I know about these mind-controlling insects. Spawn and die. This song actually feels like it's mate, spawn and die. Dude, a fungus is controlling that bug. You can actually see some of the fungus, like, whatever is left of its abdomen. Like, you can see some of it protruding out of it. Like, there's like a little bit of a branch or something, or like a stick or a piece of leaf or a grass or something sticking out of a little bit of dirt from the fungus that, you know, was in there. Because obviously this bug was dead inside the dirt for a little bit or on the surface of the ground, and the fungus took it over at that point. Because the head and everything else is still in control, or is still there. And bugs don't really like decompose that much. Well, they do, but their exoskeletons are still there and shit. So if they're still somewhat fresh like that, I mean, yeah, they're gonna be zombified. It's kind of freaky, though. Honestly, if there is gonna be a zombie apocalypse, it would be that fungus, I feel like. Which, if anything, that means that The Last of Us would actually be the most realistic form of the zombie apocalypse, that video game. Like, I mean, because honestly, yeah, I mean, it really would, because the zombies in the game The Last of Us, the reason why they're all infected and zombies and shit is because of a fungus. And it's basically, and they took that from the fungus that infects these bugs. So you see a lot of the same behavior from the zombies in that game, and also the spores and everything like that. You know, also basically the similar behavior taken from, you know, the fungus that is in real life. Which honestly makes it even more creepier. Because, again, like I said, like The Last of Us legit just seems like it would be the most realistic apocalypse if it came to zombies. I forgot to feed the cat, oh no! Next time people say, God makes beauty, I'll point to this and say, what about this shit, huh? Imagine if the fungus could do that to people. Yeah, for real. Don't you know God hates? Because if he loved, he wouldn't have parasites and shit like fleas or mosquitoes or malaria or anything like that. Or just the human condition. Or at least the worst, sinister parts of it. That's another song I want to do a cover of. I just want to know where the, like, what samples they used. Because there's Hates Reality, Don't You Know God Hates. Those are samples they used, and I want to know where they found that. I think they used Billy Graham for religious cancer. Confess before Jesus. The Word of God knows more than you do. I'm pretty sure that's Billy Graham. I could be wrong. You know what? I could just modernize the sample for the cover. Just have different samples, but more modernized. Find some from like Kenneth Copeland or something, or from Ron DeSantis or some shit. It was at that point cancer was invented that angels considered that they may have thrown their halos in the wrong guy. Yeah, they did. I mean, in translation of the Bible would make it pretty easy to realize, like, oh yeah, this shit's actually fucked, and God's actually the antagonist and the villain in the book. Because it really is. Like, I mean, honestly, in most translations I get out of the fucking Living Bible version of this fucking book, he still sounds like a fucking piece of shit. Dave Rubin wants some of that Ron DeSantis asshole. The asshole. Dude, like, honestly, like, I can't advocate anything, but let's just say that if he were to stop breathing and no longer exist, that'd be a fucking blessing. Ron DeSantis is, like, a fucking threat that people really need to be aware of. Like, he will legit, unironically, be, like, the fascistic takeover of this fucking country. Like, I really do believe that. Like, so many of these fucking far-right and GOP, the right-wing, they're all dumping Trump. They're all, like, you know, back at DeSantis. Like, he's the motherfucker, you know, that is gonna be leading the GOP. And leading their fucking fascistic, craven shit. Like, honestly, at this point, I'm pretty skeptical that Trump could be the nominee. It's gonna be DeSantis. And if that's the case, unless there's somebody who's worth a shit to challenge him, we're fucked. Because frankly, like, I can't really say what I truly feel about what we should do if he would be in charge. Because if I did, well, yeah, I don't want, yeah. My pillow guy suffocates DeSantis in revenge for stealing his thunder. I actually would literally celebrate and fucking worship on, like, his fucking shit. I would literally kiss his fucking, like, feet. I would actually, like, kiss the fucking, like, feet, like, the fucking dirt that Mike Lindell, the pillow guy, fucking, like, walks on if he actually did that. Like, unironically, I'm not even fucking, like, holy shit. Like, clutch for the squad, my guy. Like, amazing. I mean, I definitely, I mean, I don't necessarily, like, worry necessarily in the state of, like, oh shit, like, you know, yeah, like, basically in the sense that, like, you know, everything's gonna be all done and everyone's gonna, like, you know, be fucked, you know, forever and shit. But at least for the short term, I'm not exactly, you know, looking at it with an optimistic view. Especially considering the circumstances of this country. Because considering how fervent and bloodthirsty and militant a lot of the far right and the fascists and frankly even outright Nazis are in this fucking game, in this fucking system, and how they are right now, like, if you know, honestly, like, I mean, it's already basically been analyzed by a lot of different political analysts and shit, where basically 2024 is basically been, like, predicted, like, yeah, no matter what you know, there's going to probably be some violence and shit on 2024 on election night, given, you know, the circumstances of the state of the country, blah, blah, blah. Because, you know, like, yeah, and knowing especially how much of the far right is willing to militarize themselves, especially right now, yeah, yeah, they are. Like, I mean, it should already be seen as... They're already probably going to do that for the midterms. You know? So it's just like... I mean, like... You know, part of me is just like, I mean... You know, especially as, you know, leftists and progressives and shit. Not even necessarily as, like, the libs. Because as far as I'm concerned, they could go eat dick. You know, but it's like, at least, you know, for progressives and leftists and sock dems and more, like, radical progressive types and shit, it's like, there definitely needs to be a sense of, like, caution and, you know, I mean, even as my friend, my roommate was saying about with my workplace situation, tread lightly. Not really necessarily for your sake, but just for the sake of what these motherfuckers in the opposition legit might just try to fucking do. I mean, which I guess in a sense would be for your own sake. But, I mean, it's like, I guess in a sense, as long as you understand that shit and, you know, and at least, you know, have a sense of readiness with that, I mean, then really you really shouldn't have anything to fear, because frankly, at the end of the day, like, they're mostly fluff and talk. They're also not exactly as organized as they like to try to think they are. And when they do try to do shit, it's very chaotic, and usually they end up fucking themselves over more so than enacting the shit they want to try to do. So it's like, there is silver linings to it, and that's why I'm not necessarily saying everything's all doomeristically defeatist fucked. I mean, but at the same time, it's just like, especially, you know, on the more, you know, lefty spectrum, or at least whatever of that is in this country, they really need to organize and fucking quick on very specific key issues and just fuck off with everything else, especially if there's disagreement on it, because it's just not the time. Like, I mean, there is a sense of time and place for certain shit. Like, if we want to talk about, like, hey, you know, is gender abolition or expanding gender a thing, you know, something we should do? Is, you know, like, is this or that? Or it's like, you know, is it ableist to say someone's retarded, this or that, whatever? It's like, the shit can be put aside for right now. Like, there's just too much other shit, you know, as far as I'm concerned, on the domestic level, especially for leftists and progressives and queer folk and so on, for women, for minorities, for black folk, that is at risk, and very dangerously so, that, you know, it's like, it's not like this other shit isn't important, but it needs to be put on the back burner. Like, because there's just other shit that needs to be prioritized. And I feel like, you know, there are a lot of lefties that, you know, would see something like that, or at least, you know, some lefties that will see that and be like, oh, you just don't care about other issues. It's like, no. I just, at least, you know, I'm looking at the circumstances and want to try to focus on what is most important. And, like, fighting back against a lot of the fascistic, you know, takeover that a lot of the GOPs and the Republicans are trying to do, and with DeSantis is very likely to probably just happen. And with, you know, like, workers' rights being a major issue that does coincide with that shit. At least at the very minimal, trying to protect what we have when it comes to queer rights, women's rights, and minorities' rights, and trying to expand that. Like, at least these things need to be the three main things, you know, and queer rights also including trans rights too. Because, like, I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene is literally proposing a bill to try to just basically make, you know, having doctors do trans surgeries and shit like a fucking felony. Like, I mean, these people are out for fucking blood and don't give a shit what people think of them. So it's like, I mean, we need to, like, you know, as far as I'm concerned, prioritize shit and just fucking go on the all-out, you know, not literally, but the figurative sense of the bloodthirst, you know, bloodlust, you know, offensive that, you know, these fucking far-right fascists are trying to do. Because, yeah, I'd rather not have, you know, not just my rights, you know, not just as a worker, but as a queer person, but, you know, trans people, black folk, you know, like other, you know, the immigrant, fucking women. I don't want to see these people and other people who get marginalized, you know, by our fucking system get fucked over even more and have to basically, like, lose 50 years or more of progress. You know, it's just, it's not necessarily just about, like, you know, little old me. I mean, because so much of it is just like, you know, bolstering so much of like these divisions and so much of this fucking factionalization. And yet they always want to say that the groomers and these woke people and these fucking, you know, crazy lefties are trying to do it. It's like, give me a fucking break. Like, honestly, especially in my own workplace, the most division I see in the factionalization comes from the corporatism, the lack of gratification and satisfaction that comes from work, and that comes from capitalism, that comes from the fucking authoritarian, hyper sense of hierarchy that, you know, a lot of these fascists and a lot of these motherfuckers want to try to establish on more than just, you know, some economic level, but on a social level. When it comes to your rights as a fucking human being, control what you do with your own body, what you listen to, what you read, what you listen to, what you watch, what you think. It's just like same thing on the fucking corporate level, and these motherfuckers just want to expand it on every fucking level to make sure that they, you know, can have every control of your fucking life. And so much of this shit just, you know, is what I see as the factionalization and the division that is so, you know, so much. And it's like, I wonder why, you know, workers and so many people are disenfranchised and just say fuck the system and shit. Getting combat umbrella. Don't have any shoot stab someone, but I could whack a motherfucker. It's something. Bear spray, taser. Honestly, if you have at least, you know, I would at least definitely consider at least some form of self-defense, you know, to have on your person. You know, whether it's like some, you know, like fucking like brass knuckles, even something. I mean, it's like, I mean, for me personally, like, I will definitely, you know, eventually, you know, look into getting a concealed carry. For me personally. Because honestly, if like these, you know, it's like if, you know, push comes to shove these motherfuckers, I ain't gonna play around. But I know other people probably feel otherwise, but it's like, alright, well, that's fine. But nonetheless, really do seriously consider, you know, some form of self-defense for yourself, because your opposition doesn't fuck around and doesn't care if you, you know, like a certain thing or not, or don't want to, you know, go, you know, a certain way or not. They're not going to care. They're going to want to see your brains on the fucking ground and splattered all over the road. They don't give a shit. So it's just like, you know, it's, you know, for me, it's at least just consider, you know, it's, again, it's just basically comes down to, like, consider what your opposition wants and will do to you when push comes to shove. And at the very least, you should have something to ready yourself for that. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean, like, you know, the gun or whatever, like you're fucking John Wayne. You know, like, because if you don't, you know, if that ain't you, and no one really should be that anyway, and even I don't think of myself that way, then, yeah, avoid that, and, you know, use a different alternative means. Brass knuckles, bear spray, a handheld taser. I mean, there's things that you can use that are non-lethal. And, or if anything, you know, going to keep the person all fine and dandy, but yeah, they're going to be incapacitated for a minute or two. Like bear mace, taser, like, that shit will definitely incapacitate somebody, you know, pretty easily for a minute, you know, for a second or two, and you'll be able to have, you know, somebody who's trying to literally beat you over the head of a club because they think you're some anti-fascist, queer, fucktard, liberal trying to groom kids, like you're a fucking pedophile or some shit. So they're gonna want to try to kill you because of that. Like, I mean, at least then, yeah, they're incapacitated and aren't gonna try to kill you anymore. Or beat you so much that you're going to be bloodied on the street, unable to fucking get up because you're so broken. So, at the very least, you got that. I'm not going to live in fear in everyday life. I mean, I'm not saying, like, to live in fear. If anything, like, I'm, you know, at least it's not in a sense of in fear. It's a sense of understanding and being like, alright, you know, if push comes to shove, this is what, you know, may happen if, you know, these Proud Boys, Patriot Pair types, or these fucking far-right Christo types, you know, would do when it comes to a physical conflict, or when they want to just get their way and just, you know, fuck around with somebody. Like, it's, you know, for me, it's like, alright, well, I know they're gonna fuck, you know, try to fuck around and shit, and, well, I don't want to be the one to, you know, fuck around and find out. I'd rather they be the ones to fuck around and find out. I mean, that doesn't, like I said, that, you know, like, when it comes, like, for me, like, if push comes to shove, and let's say, for example, hypothetically, in that scenario, I do have a concealed carry, I'm not going to grab that for, you know, as the first fucking thing. I'm going to either use my fists, or probably grab for my, you know, bear mace, or whatever else I have. Like, that's the last resort. If they pulled a gun on me, then that's coming out. And then, like, that's where that would come out. But outside of that, staying hunky-dory and ain't going to be bothered. It's going to be, you know, secured and ain't being touched. Until the very last absolute, very fucking necessary second. But until that happens, then it ain't going to be bothered. But the only reason why that would be there, at least in that hypothetical scenario, is because I know how those motherfuckers play. They carry, and not just that, but they open carry AR-15s all the fucking time. So at the very least, you know, if it came to that type of shit, I want at least a little something to shoot back. I'd rather not be a fucking target practice for them. Like, you know, this for me, it's not necessarily a sense of fear. Like, I want to go concealed carry, like, every fucking time I go outside. Like, I mean, I'm not that fucking like, oh my god, you know, one of these fascists might just approach me randomly. Like, I mean, that's one of my problems with the whole gun culture, is that people have this weird need to literally conceal carry everywhere they fucking go. Shit all. The most I ever bring press spray. Yeah, and what I'm saying is, I would encourage you to do that. Bring pepper spray. Like, I mean, you know, when it comes down to it, like, I mean, bring something. I mean, it's just like, you know, pepper spray, like a handheld taser. I mean, you don't have to, like, you know, not necessarily have to, but, you know, and honestly, shouldn't have to be the case where someone has to feel like, well, if they start shooting, I should probably make sure I have a way to defend myself and potentially other people because of that. Like, I'd rather really not, you know, have to, you know, come into a situation or a rally where I know those people might come in and be like, well, I should probably make sure I can, you know, like, not die. Like, you know, because there has been times that the protests back when they were at their peak, especially knowing when those fucking far-right motherfuckers would be showing up, where, yeah, I thought, well, maybe one of these people might pull a gun and start shooting, and maybe I might get shot. You know, there was a few times where I legit would just straight up start thinking that. In a shootout. I mean, this has happened once in Portland, specifically, where there was a protest and where someone started shooting, and somebody who did have a concealed carry did pull a firearm, and I didn't think they killed the person, but at least eliminated the threat in a sense where they were critically wounded to where obviously they couldn't shoot back anymore. And the person that was opening fire at the protests were literally trying to do headshots and shit and try to fervently, openly try to kill people. And obviously the Portland police hardly ever really gave a shit. It's creating barriers like we did in 2020 protests against the feds and the PPB. Yeah, I mean... And it's like, I mean, it's very, I mean, like I said, it's more of a complicated thing. It's really more so of just like, you know, do what you think is really fundamentally best. Because obviously at the end of the day, like, let's say the hypothetical scenario, I do have a concealed carry or something like that, and it is there, like, it would never, you know, come out unless I, you know, truly did feel like it would have to be absolutely necessary. And it's only really, like, you know, rare cases where I really feel like that would ever have to be. Like, let's say even if the cops are doing that, I wouldn't do that. You know, it's like, oh shit, like, now the cops are using live ammo? Well, fuck, yeah, let me just pull mine out. Like, yeah, no, bad idea. Like, even I wouldn't do that in that situation. Like, I mean, it's just mainly, like, the fucking, you know, like, when it comes to the far right and how, in their criminalized, you know, terroristic vigilantism, it's like, even if the court of law, let's say, yeah, the PPB does, you know, see me and be like, oh shit, yeah, you got one of these Proud Boy dudes or some shit, like, I would, at that point, it's like, yeah, here, pistol on ground, you know, here, yeah, like, yeah, I'll cooperate and shit, because I know I'm not in the wrong in that case, because it would be, and I think even in court of law, it would be seen as an act of self-defense. Is firing live ammo at protesters, where it is justified, though? Well, how would that look like in the fucking court where you're a cop killer? In this current system. That's the difference. Like, when it comes to violence at the state versus violence, like, equalized, when it comes to, like, some random vigilante motherfucker who's a far-right fascist shithead, you know, taking shots at you. I mean, that's the difference. While, yes, justified, and you would 100%, it's trying to kill me, I'm trying to survive and escape. Yeah, Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, frankly, honestly, my gut instinct would probably reach it, but I realize it's either like just run and hopefully I can live, or yeah, I'm probably just dying. But frankly, let's say hypothetically that were to happen, that would just legit like cause even more of a national revolt or like fucking protests and shit. That would just fucking that would just kind of seal it a little bit, I think. Well, I don't know, not really. Back in the civil rights movement, the government and the National Guard has shot and killed people as a form of quelling protests. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, I don't put our government to do it again. I'll just say that. Start firing protests, I would try to take as many down as many as possible. Well, I mean, that's why I say, at least when it comes to, whether it is PBB or like one of these Proud Boy types, I mean, just, it's always down to like considering, what the opposition is and what they will do when push comes to shove, especially in the most extreme sense. And at least having some form of a means to defend yourself against that. Because it always comes down to, like a, sense of defense and a reaction against, an aggression and offensive force. Because if you got, like, a bunch of Proud Boys or, cops or whoever, that's starting to do, shooting at you and shit, then it's only understandable to, fight back and defend yourself by any means necessary. Especially if those means are immediately accessible on your person, whatever that might be, and whatever you happen to choose. It's the only way to get justice at this point. The system would unlikely even name the pigs responsible. They wouldn't. Honestly, back in the protests, they literally hid the names and shit and identification. They had like specific like tags and would hide off their IDs and badge numbers. Like they would be known as like specific numbers like 43, 46, 21, 8, just random numbers. Hey, number 46, get over here. It's like, hey, number 22, look at that guy. And they had numbers, basically. They were literally units. Literally number units. None of them had a personality. None of them had any thought. None of them had any personality, individuality, nothing. Just a fucking number for the state. It's no wonder they beat their fucking wives. Not that it justifies it. I mean, when you're nothing but a number and, have a job where you're able to fucking just unleash your violent urge and shit, but maybe some days you're unable to, you just use those nights to unleash those urges that are all pent up throughout your fucking shift, hoping you could shoot a black guy that day on your fucking wife. That's why 40% of cops do beat their wives. Outside of just, being steroid raged out fucking fucks. I mean, honestly, the 40% is just the ones we know about. Probably a little higher than that. See this yet? If it's on Twitter, probably not. Goblin Peterson? Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, hold on.
Up yours, Spider-Man! We'll see who cancels who!
God damn it. Willem Dafoe. I say that's unnecessary, so they should get the fuck out. Also, is responsible to destroy their property. Yeah. I mean, at least so far, like, doxing isn't necessarily, like, on the law books outright illegal. I mean, might as well use it to your advantage. I mean, when it comes to shit like that. Honestly, it's like I wish there was a way to like do that for motherfuckers like the libs of TikTok or some shit, like unironically. Cause like holy fuck. I mean, if they're able to just like get away with doing all this doxing shit, but do it on this like sense of anonymity and shit, it's like no. That shit just there's a certain level where certain shit needs to be kind of a two-way fucking street. And at least especially for that lips of TikTok cunt, like she's definitely one of them. Same Mount Walsh too. I'd like to know what fucking bougie ass fucking rich cocksucking mansion that fucker has. Which, by the way, that guy basically wants to essentially say, yo, kids, oh, they have consent? No, that's not actually a thing. Like, basically, he looked at, like, I remember seeing some clip where he was looking at this fucking, like, book that was called, like, C is for Consent. And basically was just like, oh, you know, like, oh, a kid, you know, can't even have, like, their granddad hug them or kiss them on the cheek or something like that. Like, grandma can't kiss them on the cheek. Like, oh, I can't, you know, discipline my kid, you know, or touch them or something like that. Like, implying that consent means that, like, it's a sexual thing. It's like, oh, like, you're trying to imply, you know, consent is a sexual thing, but it's, you know, and that's what it is. So, it's like, you know, consenting, you know, for, you know, kids, that's, you know, that's like, you know, for, you know, womans and stuff. It's just like, what the fuck? It's like, the motherfucker's such a scumfuck, and the dude is outright, you know, incited violence and advocates violence, you know, when it comes to trans folk or, like, hospitals, like the Boston Children's Hospital, as of recently. It's like, these motherfuckers need to honestly actually get a taste of their fucking medicine. Like, there is a little bit of sense of, you know, like, that I do agree with playing by their rules a little bit that I'm okay with. And at least when it comes to certain shit like that, it's like, yeah, like, I'm alright with that. Like, the whole, like, you know, them trying to do their weird, like, oh yeah, we're gonna, like, rise up and be all armed and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. You know, but finding out, like, you know, who these motherfuckers are, being like, oh, well, oops. We happen to find out where you live by accident. It would be such a shame if people happen to, like, you know, directly harass you, you know, considering that you literally are trying to harass and basically try to kill trans people. And, like, harass and incite death threats to fucking doctors and shit, you scum. It's like, I mean, there really is a strong sense of, like, two could play at their game. You look like a goof. Oops. Hey, you know what? I clicked. What the fuck? Man, a part of me wishes I had one more beer, honestly. God damn it. I should have grabbed another one. I do have to take a piss real quick though, so I'll be right back. Wow. Oh my god, dog. I'm not going that way. I'm going over here. I wish some 6'6" black bodybuilder trans woman would smack him out washing his bitch face. Oh my god, that would be amazing. That'd be beautiful. Oh my god. I'm just like thinking about that now, and holy shit, that'd be just so beautiful. I want that to happen. Just some tall, dominant ass fucking like athletic as fuck, like muscular as fuck trans black woman would just smack the utter living shit so much that it literally like slaps the beard off of his fucking face. Mom saw a car that slid off a road into a ditch. She only saw it, nothing else. Damn. More trans man, yeah. Fox. Turn it off. Fuck Rush. Not the good Rush. The bad Rush. Rush Limbaugh. Pilgrim Justice Salem, Mass. 1692. Riches found in rock sacks, baby. Citizens removed. Those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. Go back, bugs, and buy a book. You're bringing those back again. Because we're pro-life. Say whatever I'm shits. Say whatever I'm shits on too, y'all. Trump breaks in millions due to the FBI raid fundraising off. Oh my god, that guy literally will fundraise off anything, will he? Trump just literally, I guess, does know the art of zeal, where he just will make money off of just fucking anything. What a brazen motherfucker, dude. The Egyptian Mao is probably the oldest breed of cat. In fact, the breed is so ancient that the name of the Egyptian word is cat. Aww. The Mao, dude, is so cute. That is a cute kitty right there. Oh. Sell the unborn, kill the young. Sell the unborn, kill the young. Sell the unborn, kill the young. Doctors, hung. There's more to the meme. Oh, is there? Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh my god, I didn't realize it was that big. It's dirty Family's secret in the streamer's land. Family values, mom hates kids. Unborn child is sacred. Bonds are born to hell with them. Hashtag, did they name it Mao because that's the sound the cats make? Now I'm just imagining the early Egyptian encountering a wild cat for the first time. Human, what the fuck are you? Meow. Oh, okay then. Oh my god, that's so true. I'm saving this, honestly. I didn't realize there was more to it. Oh my god, everyone's sending their cat pics. Aww. Oh my god, this is such a cute boy. This is a cute critter. Oh my fucking god, that's a taco cat. That's a cat that is indeed a taco. Is there more kitties? I want more cats. Give me more cats, Twitter. That's not a cat, that's a thing. Oh, a critter. Oh my god, a critter. Oh my god, it has little snowshoes. It has little socks. Oh, this little kitty has socks. Oh, sock kitty. Oh shit. What's up, bro? Hey, what's up, bro? My D&D. It's a D&D character, huh? A kitty. Hey, shut the fuck up. You Oh, that's why. Hey, I didn't tell you could stop. Sister. Oh my god, that face. Yeah, get jealous. I'm looking at cats. Egyptian deities. Mao. Morning cat. Meow. Revolutionary cat. Mao. Meow T song. Egyptians 3000 BCE. Meow. Bruh, this motherfucker is God. I know y'all see it. Dude, this is so true. And they were right. Yep. Based in true meme. A Natural Geographic thing. I want more kitties! Oh my god, this kitty looks so cute. Tuxedo kitty. But sneeze! I'm allergic at the vet. That there's no cats. I want more kitties. Oh my god, this sweet boy. Or girl, I can't tell. It looks like a girl. This sweet girl, oh my goodness, this sweet fluff. Oh my goodness, the sweetness. More kitties. Kitty. There's a Mao. There's a Mao to this. I don't want to share. Stop. Wow. Has a little. Wow. Is that it? I want more. I know there has to be more kitties. More kitties. Yes. A gif of the holy god cat. Yes, true. Based. A religion I can get behind. Any more? No, no. No more kitties? Boo! No more kitties. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a cat gif. Shame. I want pictures of people's kitties. Like Squex. Oh, Squex is adorable. I'm not even gonna lie. How cats became gods. The light will shine upon the divine one. Egyptian Mao jumps on the altar as a column of light beams down on it, licks itself. The gods have spoken! I want to try to find some silly-ass pictures of Bandit, honestly, not even gonna lie. I know I got some silly-ass little pics. Yeah, let's bullshit out. There we go. Here. I know I have pictures of him as a kitten somewhere. But I don't have him on this phone, which disappoints me. Here. Let's try to find some old-ass pics. Aw. This is back before I went on my Iceland trip. Oh, look at this fat little fucking clunk of bunk. Oh, man, you baby. You sleepy boy. Yeah, and I started my Iceland picks. Oh, my baby boy. My little baby. Here. Need to skip all my Iceland picks to find more of him. Here. Oh my god, how many did I take when I was there? I always have this realization. It is, yeah, okay, right about here. Alright, now. I'm just seeing if I'm more. Do I really not have any more of that? Oh, I guess I do have this one. The sweetest of the boys, just a yawning. Yeah. Just a chilling outside, being the sweet boy that he is. Or that he was, I guess. Aww. Just a baby. That's no more. God, I wish I could do something about that. Whether this sweet absurdity. Oh my fucking god, this actual ball. This actual ball, dude. This actual little ball. A literal ball. Wow. Oh, I want to call him right now. Fucking son of a bitch. You literally were able to fight back against fucking raccoons, but you like what? The coyote was too much for you, man, huh? Oh my god, look at, oh my fucking god. This absolute fucking ridiculous boy. Oh my god, this ridiculous little fuck. Oh my god, man, that ridiculous little chonk. Just legs spread, no fucks given, just grooming himself on a fucking lazy boy furniture and appliance, just chilling. My god, dude, that chair is huge, and he, like, encompasses most of that space. Like, good lord, dude, what a chonker, dude. What a fucking chonker. I miss, man, dude, I mean, man, how do you think I feel? Especially seeing, like, you know, all those fucking pictures of him right now. It's like, man, I really want him on my lap. A thief. Oh my god, dude. Just trying to sneak a little slice. It knows, man. The cat knows. The pressure's coming off this dog. What the fuck? This dog is like, no, you're not eating that. It's mine. Why do I feel like Zukov will kind of do that a little bit if I have like chicken tenders and shit. Like he'll unironically do shit like that. Like he's just such a weirdo. Like he'll literally stand right next to me sometimes and just like, I spelled thief wrong, damn it. Did you? Thief. Honestly, I didn't even notice that right off the bat. Because sometimes I do that too, frankly. Look at my little angel. Isn't he the cutest? The newborn. Oh my god. Just some demon creature. Oh my god, dude. I love it. I can dig it. Jesus Christ. I mean, newborns do be like that, though. Where they're just straight up look like horrifying demon creatures of some sort. Where it's just like, what in the actual fuck? I'm gonna eat a little bit of a tender. And I guarantee you this little son of a bitch is gonna be one to come over here. I see you peeping your eyes over here all of a sudden. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing now. Same for you. It's like garlic and onion powder. Stuff that you can't have. Oh my god. Yeah, you're doing that little... You see, he immediately started doing that. That's the way... He knows that's like a form of cuteness that melts me a little bit. He's attempting to melt me. He's trying to melt my heart. It's like, Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. What's this? Achievement. Achievement aside, open the main menu of the game successfully. 99.4% of players have this achievement. Nice. 0.6% of players. Oh my god, dude. The 0.6% of players. Oh my god. Holy shit. Can't even get the fucking game open. Miss Mode and our friends. Wait. I wish all my internet friends who disappeared without trace one day. They're very pleasant. I hope you're still alive. Aw. It's kind of like a sad one a little bit. It's like, damn. I hope you're still alive. Chances are they probably are. But Phil. But yeah, it's true though. Except for a lot of pretty cool ass people I met online over the years. I'm just like, oh, those people are doing pretty good. Pretty chill. Hope they're chilling like villains out there. Kicking ass and chewing bubblegum. Hey! Shut up! No! Hey! Come on, dude. What the hell? What the fuck's wrong with you, boy? What the hell? What the hell? Oh. Now you're over here. Little asshole. Yeah, what? Oh, you want this? Oh. Same for you. Like, you literally can't have this unless you want an upset stomach, and I don't think you want that. This chicken is not the chicken for you. You little son of a bitch. Excuse me. Hey, baby. Yes, I love you. Are you serious right now? Oh my god. Are we fucking kidding me? Hey. Really? Really? Aww. Really? Oh my god. Why? Why are you doing this? Oh my god, that face. That little face. Like, can I have one, please? I can still smell one more over there. Please. Oh, hey. Excuse me. What are you doing? Yeah, that's what I thought. Trying to fucking climb up all up in this shit? Like, what the hell? You're a Fruit Loop, bro. You're straight up a Fruit Loop. What was that? Oh, man, what a weirdo. Let's see. What my little things are? Oh my goodness. Little late. Oh my goodness, this sweet little puppo. A sweet puppo. A puppo enjoying his time at the river. It looks like that is so cute. This is a just a sweet, just sweet little sweetie. Oh my goodness. Loving little lady sits along the shore. Oh, she's just a sweet little queen. Just a sweet, fluffy little sweet one. Adorable. Adorable little floof. Enjoying her little sand dune throne. Just chilling like this my spot. It's my spot, bitch. What are you gonna do about it? Kayla Malpin exposed as abuser. Okay, well, oh my god, I don't get enough fuck. I don't give enough shit. All I know is that Kayla Malpin's like some weird tanky dude that LARPs really cringily. That much I know. A tanky that literally is just a LARPer. And it's sad. I guess now he's like an abuser too, to boot. Great. A good combo of, you know, just great things right there. A LARPy grifter and an abuser. Wow. That is not like an unusual combination at all. And it really isn't much on the algorithm today. Boo! You know, I just realized it is Sunday. There is like hardly anything on their algorithm. What I'm talking about. It's like Sunday. It's like the YouTube Sabbath, where it's like, yeah, we're just gonna like have nothing. It's like regurgitate shit at you. It's like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. Man, it really is not like a damn thing. Oh my god, boo. I figured there'd at least be like, you know, some random little shit for today. What the hell? What the hell? Man, fuck Sundays. Boo. You know what? I'll see what Reddit has for me. Reddit always has like something weird going on in that fucking shit. What do you got in store for me, you weirdos? Over at the Reddits. What do we got? What do we got over here now? An anti-work thing. Here, let's see what this is. Quiet quitting is the only response to acceptable to quiet firing. How to keep your youngest employees from quiet quitting? Huh? Business leaders face a new management challenge. Managing workers who are quiet quitting, a phrase some Gen Z professionals use to describe disengaging from their job and completely only the minimum required. Huh? What? a lot of talk about quiet quitting, but very little talk about quiet firing, which is when you don't give someone a raise in 5 years, even though they keep doing everything you ask them to. Yeah. I mean, it's... Okay, so I guess I get the idea of what it's supposed to be. I've never heard it described like that before, but basically just, like, doing the barest of minimal at work, and just... That's it. Like, you're not gonna, like, you know, take any extra steps to do any extra shit. Like, if, you know, your fucking court manager comes up and asks if you know, if you could do something for him, you're just gonna be like, nah, I can't really do that. Or you say yeah if you can get to it, but never do. Wink. You know, type of shit. You know? I mean, it's like, yeah. I mean, if you aren't, like, you know, increasing the wages or actually making the benefits or the working conditions better or making it so, like, there's actual fucking gratification or some thanks, you know, for the fucking work that, you know, people do, you know, for their jobs and shit, and then, yeah, maybe they wouldn't necessarily feel the need to just basically do the most barest of fucking minimal. So if you work full-time, you should be able to comfortably afford shelter, food, and utilities become an extreme leftist belief. Interesting perspective from Post-Secret. Whenever I use self-checkout, I pay myself in groceries. My labor is not free. Basically, the futures Christians want. Can you say padded cell? Set coming just... Oh, God. This sounds terrifying.
This is Hanover Park TV, the channel for the people. Coming up tonight.
They're trying to want the people.
As requested by our viewers, here are some updates on the Soccer World Cup in Spain. Earlier today, Italy ran out 3-2 winners over Brazil with 3 goals from Rossi for the Italians and for Brazil a goal for Socrates and Falco. England needed to win by at least 2 goals against Spain to qualify for the semi-finals, and they did it with a header from Kevin Keegan, forcing Spain to push forward, allowing Glenn Model to charge forward and slot in the deciding goal in stoppage time. Bedlam ensued amongst the English fans, with this being their best result in the World Cup.
Just to warn you, well, I'm turning down, I guess, here.
This game will be broadcast at 10:30. Let's have a look at programs coming within the next hour or so. At 5 p.m. we'll join Susan Mirage.
Sukov, what'd you do? He locked it. He closed himself in the laundry room.
We'll be showing Danville Del Piero, the local forecast on at 5:35 in their series of the world of politics debuts as recent Ashes covers a controversial new party emerging in the United Kingdom. Hanover Park TV, the People's Channel.
What's that even say? So you must also be ready because the Son of Man will come in an hour when you do not expect him.
Our salvation is near. In great glory and power he returns.
Oh my God, Sukov. Hold on.
The imminent return of Christ to this earth is upon us. As glorious believers, we will ascend and be rewarded for our eternal and undying loyalty to the Lord. He will return to
What?
the righteous dead shall walk again, a new lease of life gifted by our generous and loving Lord. The righteous living shall be glorified, freed from this bastion of gluttony, greed, and immorality. The Lord shall join us in heaven as this earth is rewarded for its loyalty to his teachings. Celebrate on this joyous day.
Well, I definitely will be fighting in the resistance in this reality. I know that much.
Final day, the day of
So Jesus is like a landlord who shows up unannounced, basically.
The day of ascension. The final day brings salvation to most. However, this does not apply to all.
so God and the Lord, like, is also such a narcissistic fucking scum, evil fuck that he would literally laugh at the torment and, like, and degradation and fucking, like, suffering of the souls who are damned to hell and shit. Like, well, yeah, let me just worship that God. Yeah.
To the rest of us, eternal glory and worship is upon us as our Lord descends. Heaven is here.
Well, that's disturbing. Whoa. The scariest thing is everything in this video is supposed to fuck. It's by far the creeped out and by hentai extender. Damn. What'd you do? There's trash everywhere. My coal! Fuck! I mean, considering that it pretty much, like, most of humanity would probably get the message was like, yeah, you're damned to hell and there's no escape. Like, yeah, there would basically be nobody that would be loyal either. Because they also mentioned disloyal, too. It's like, hey, you're also, you know, if you've been disloyal, not even, like, you know, the sinners and shit, but if you're just a disloyal believer, even then, you're damned to hell. It's like, whoa, dude, what? It's like, wait, man, I'm signing up for that. It's like, yeah, it's like I skirt around the edges of the rules and shit, but it's like, come on, man. It's like, jeez. Put me in hell for that. God. Look at them all sitting here all presenting. Sitting here all sweet, just like, yeah, can have a treat. Aw. Goof. Alright, here you go. I'll give you something. Got to everyone having a big smile plastered on his face. Wasn't that great? Oh no, he's crazy. Well, of course, God is narcissistic, sociopathic shit. Of course he's gonna be fucking crazy. He needs a tie. He does. Oh my god, he kinda does. Should be like a tie or a bow tie. Because I think a little bow tie would look kind of adorable on him. Bow tie, yeah, I kind of figured. I kind of figured the bow tie would work with him. Or just like a little baby tie. That's just like the babiest of things. Yeah, let me look back on the Reddit. See what random little shits on the Reddit, hell. Oh, you know what? Let's do this on the public freak out. See what's going on there for today. This member family fits right in. Wait, what? This some public freakouts? Is this? Oh shit! This is a video. There's a bear. There's literally a bear here, and these people. Is that Alex Jones in like the most farthest left corner right there of his beer gut?
What the fuck is happening right now?
They just have a bear just hanging out with them.
Get your cigar. 0 food.
What the? What?
This is a fucking joke, right?
What the dude, they're just straight up vibing with a bear. This bear's like, sup, y'all? Hey, can I have some? Yeah, thanks, man. That was pretty good. That was nice. Yeah, pretty tasty, man. It's a good sandwich. Dude, what the fuck is right? What the hell? I mean, they shouldn't be doing this, to be honest, but, I will admit, though, like, what the fuck? That bear just vibing. Secret agent is also a clown who was a dumpster baby raised by a circus before getting recruited. He's a grumpy clown, but needs self-help books. So he's also somewhat influenced by Jordan Peterson. America's Way thoughts on this. Nick Wallace, member of EU Parliament. What?
How dare we talk about the U.S.?
Oh, I've heard this. Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, this is what which profile looks like. What? Oh boy, here we go. This is probably gonna be some good shit right here, huh? Arrest the wrong dude. Wow.
I don't even know my name and tell him I have a warrant. What did he do? That's what I'm saying. For what? For what? For what? For what? I don't even live in Louisiana, so I have a... You don't know my name, so how can you tell me I have a warrant in Louisiana? Sir.
You like self-help, but it's not stupid? Says he was on the front lawn with his son and daughter. When a cop pulled up and claimed that Evan's dog was not his. Huh? Could call him Reg.
You just put him in front of my house, and I don't know, because you shaking like you scared of something.
Okay.
Shaking like you scared.
He don't live in Louisiana.
I don't even live in Louisiana. How the hell would I have a warrant in Louisiana? You already said your name was that. My name is not Quentin. What the f is wrong with you?
Sorry.
My name's not Quinn. What the fuck? Dude, like, I mean, what the fuck, you stupid pig? Like, I mean, frankly, like, I mean, if this dude is just straight up like, what in the actual fuck is wrong with you? How in the hell do I have a warrant, you know, in Louisiana? My name ain't Quentin. Like, what, like, it's like, oh my god, what a fucking moron, dumb pig fucking hog. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, how stupid do you have to fucking be? Where it's like, no, you got a warrant. You look like, you know, some other random black guy that, you know, has a warrant, the same Quentin, I guess, or something. Like, yeah, you look enough like him. It's like, give me a fucking break. Racist hog-ass fucking cracker-jacking motherfucker.
No, I'm not gonna be the next
No. His name is not Quentin.
I mean, I definitely agree with that sentiment. I ain't fixing to be the, you know, next, well, he says I'm different, but like the next black guy to be killed here. Like, yeah, I don't blame him. Like, considering he literally is doing nothing wrong. Like, for fuck's sake, he's just hanging out with his kids at his house, chilling, in not Louisiana, I'm assuming here. Because they don't live in Louisiana, so that much is for fucking certain. So it's just like, what the fuck? It's just some random, you know, black family just chilling. But apparently he looks enough like, you know, some random motherfucker who has a warrant in Louisiana where they're just like, nah, we're just gonna racial profile you.
You just stopped in front of my f***ing house. Yes, I know who you are.
Yeah, I know who you are. No, you don't. Don't police usually ask for ID? Apparently he did, but he didn't give a fuck. Like, man, what a fucking hog, dude. Jesus Christ.
Man, f*** that. You shaking like you scared. I'm not gonna let you put me in handcuffs.
Please stop. Please stop.
My name is not no fucking Quentin. You don't even know my name and tell me I got a warrant in Louisiana? Yes. Do I look like a... Show me the picture. Show me the picture.
Okay, wait.
Just walk with me. No, walk with me. No.
Please, he's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere.
I need to supervise or somebody else. Come on. Let me see your...
I am the supervisor. Go fuck yourself.
I need somebody else to come to the car. No, you got to get me to your car. No.
Sir.
Put my yard on my property.
Calm down.
Stop. You stop.
Who are you looking for? His name is not Quentin.
You think I'm looking because I got dreads or something?
So he hasn't even gotten his idea. He's just immediately trying to arrest him first.
You just pulled up in front of my fucking house and told me I got a warrant in Louisiana. So what? That's my fucking dog.
That's our dog.
That's
our dog. Go in the house.
You're a black person with a dog. Thus, you have a warrant in Louisiana, in a state you don't even live in. You're going to town now, you criminal scum. It's like, fucking goddamn it, dude. Man, I swear to God, if there's like a cop within a block radius of Zukov, I'm immediately gonna be hyper defensive. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Anytime a cop is near a fucking dog, shit bad's gonna happen. Like, I mean, for fuck's sake, whether it's the person that has that dog or the dog itself, something bad's happening. Like, there's just some weird bad fucking buju with pigs and hogs when it comes to dogs, where it's just like, nope, they're just out to look, to fuck with somebody or fuck with that dog.
No. Get my phone out of the car. There you got him running. Get my phone out. Calm down. Here's the deal. That's not what's wrong with you, man? What are they trying to say? Because I got grands and I'm black, that's me? No.
That's not him.
She can see that's not me from over there.
No, what?
Stop. My name, you ain't got no
No, please stop. Stop. Please stop. Please leave him alone, please. No, please. That is not him. Please leave him alone.
Man, get out of my yard, man. Nah, you need to get the fuck out of my yard. You just said I'm somebody named Quinn. You got grands to be black?
Come on.
What the fuck is that?
Okay, come on.
Nah, I said, now you want to leave, right? No, I want to do reporting. Nah.
Man, these fucking hogs. I mean, even the other one who literally had to, like, correct the other dumb pig is still kind of like, well, we need to still kind of have you over here next to our, pig cars. Our little pigmobiles to make sure that we can get a report about this. Like, no, you get the fuck out. Like, you already, stayed your welcome long enough, motherfuckers. It's just like, Jesus Christ. These fucking goddamn hogs. Like, I swear to God, man, part of me wishes there was at least, some sort of a ability for civilians to have a, sense of, like, immediate defense when it comes to insane interactions like this.
Out of here, that's over you, because you just made the biggest mistake. Why the f you pull in front of my yard? Because I'm black with dreads and tell me I got a warrant.
Okay. No, he just went. My kids was out here. No,
the kids.
They're investigating the incident. And no further comment. Yeah, it's like, we investigated that, our racist cracker-ass jack fucking trash hog pigs, fucking are doing, nothing but basically being Nazi little boot boys and, just sitting around, just doing some racial profiling. Nothing to see here. Don't worry about it. That's exactly what, like, these motherfuckers, are probably saying when it comes to their investigation. Like, they give a shit. I mean, what motherfuckers, dude? It's just breaking point. Is this like a student-teacher thing? Do I even want to know?
It's just to miss this group.
Let's see how long it was. I don't know if it's long enough to merit checking it out. It's too short. I feel like context won't be just needed or there. Trump's getting made fun of by fellow golf bros. Oh, I kind of seen that a little bit. Just people heckling them and shit, but I mean, they're kind of in on it, so it's like, whatever. Bully the wrong. What was that? Jeez, Zukov? Hey! Oh, get it? Wait, was it? So my classmates just asked our professor if his shirt is missing a second part. There are two types of people in this world. One, those who can extrapolate from the incomplete data. Yeah, where is the second part? Or is it like supposed to be like... Not people at all. I mean, what? I mean, it's kind of... What? Okay. I feel like I'm laughing at myself with that, but... Are those the two that want their tuition paid by a taxpayer? And those who can't? Yeah, basically. Eh. Let's click back on the red. Let's see this. Ball the wrong guy, motherfucker. So I could tell that the dude in the purple shirt is kind of fucking with this guy in the white shirt a little bit, getting in his face. Something's gonna happen. Oh! Oh shit! Oh damn! Damn! He just like went fucking like. I don't even. Oh, you got slapped. Oh damn. Oh damn, dude! His like head literally whiplashed. It went like, and then he just like fell, dude. Like, damn, dude. He just like literally like slapped him silly, dude. Like he got slapped, and then he came back and like fucking punched and slapped him silly, dude. Like, damn. Oh, it's come back! Oh, damn! Damn, try to go back for a second round, dude. Like, learn when to just stay down, bro. Like, you literally got bitch slapped silly on the ground, and you come back, and then you just get boom up against the wall. It's like, just stop. Like, you already been defeated. Like, don't try to go for round 2 where you're gonna get KO'd even worse. Follow up 3 Arkansas, our first minute. Wait, what? Oh, was that with a... I think I saw something about that up here. Where was it? Oh, yeah, here, Mulberry. Oh, right here? Is this it? Oh, well... Jesus! Well, yeah, I mean, 2 seconds in, and I think that's self-explanatory. I'm a Terminator chip gorilla fuck. Comply! Quit disobeying orders! Dude, fucking going for the knees, dude. Bruh. Are they just trying basically like literally beat this person to death? It's like, get back in, you fucking harlot whore, before we start taking advantage of you in a more sexual manner, you fucking bitch. I guarantee you that's basically what they were saying. Like, I mean, these fucking hogs have no fucking boundaries and, like, have no fucking, you know, morals and shit. Like, I mean, if they could get away with it, they would literally be like, oh, hey, yeah, look, our next victim that we're gonna fucking beat up and, you know, take behind an alleyway and shit, you fucking harlot. How dare you walk up on our fucking law enforcement here, you bitch. How dare you? It's like these fucking hogs. Like, I mean, like, what? So wait, what did that thing later, or that down here say? What? They were charged or suspended? Like, can they be suspended from certain heights that it would make it difficult for them to, I don't know, breathe?
It's live as authorities look into the situation. Lydia.
Paul, that Facebook video shows 2 Crawford County Sheriff's deputies and a Mulberry police officer using heavy force on a man they arrested right here in his exact spot out there.
Heavy force? You mean literally try to have beat someone to fucking death?
Country Express in Mulberry off exit 20 off I-40. The video showing the officers hitting and kneeing the man they were arresting.
And that's like half, that's not even like half of what they were doing.
A warning, this video might be disturbing for viewers. Crawford County Sheriff Jimmy DeMonte tells 4029 News the suspect, seen being arrested here, is still in Crawford County Jail tonight. In the video, 2 Crawford County...
Of course, I guarantee you this person's more likely innocent or, you know, does not merit the fucking punishment or this shit for what he did. Which, of course, they don't even say anything about what this person did. They're just saying he just happens to be in jail.
A police officer can be seen repeatedly hitting and kicking the woman filming the video tells 4029 she and her partner pulled up to the gas station to get air in their tire. At one point, her partner got out of the car, telling the officers to stop beating the man. The sheriff says the incident started Sunday morning at a gas station in Llama, where the suspect threatened the store clerk, saying he would cut her face and then spit on her. That clerk called police. The man left, riding a bike from Llama to the Country Express near Mulberry. That's where the arrest happened outside the store. Damani says the man was...
So some dude who probably was either pissed off or probably has a screw loose or two, to be honest. You know, made some... Yeah, honestly, yeah, probably some threatening comments and shit. But, one, doesn't merit a fucking literal beatdown, and two, you know, if really at worst, probably can just merit, like, you know, hey, we got a call about you wanting to cut somebody up and spit on their face and shit. What the fuck was that about? You know, at least just maybe, like, you know, like a quick little pull-sided question, but, you know, just like, evidently this dude wasn't being that fucking serious and went on about his day. So, I doubt that was actually gonna fucking happen.
The woman recording says it looked like the man got up to run away, but Sheriff Damani says he got up to attack an officer. The sheriff says the suspect refused medical treatment, but he was still taken to the hospital to be checked out.
Probably because he doesn't want to fucking have to pay for the goddamn medical bills and shit, considering our fucking goddamn fucking healthcare system. Anyway, this is what they got him for. Terroristic threatening? Give me a break. Fuck off. Like, honestly, fuck the fuck off. Like, oh, a lot of these, like, far-right Christian fascists and Nazis can, you know, do a lot of their terroristic threats left and right on TikTok and shit, but this guy makes, like, some sort of fucking little, yeah, probably a threatening comment. I mean, not really probably. I mean, it was a threatening comment, but just, like, some one-off fucking shit and just, like, left and, you know, and, like, I mean, give me a break. I mean, second-degree battery? Like, what? Like, oh, the second-degree battery because my knuckles got bruised because I punched this dude in the face one too many times. Like, get the fuck out of here, you worthless hawk pig fucks.
Suspect, 27-year-old Randall Worcester from Goose Creek, South Carolina, is in Crawford County Jail tonight. He faces multiple charges, including second-degree battery, resisting arrest, and terroristic threatening. A release from Arkansas State Police says the investigation will be limited to the use of physical force by the deputies and police officer. Sheriff Damani tells me one of those deputies sustained minor head injuries during the
bullshit
incident. In Arkansas State Police
fucking bullshit.
All officers are on paid leave while the investigation.
Of course they're on paid leave. You gotta make sure they're nice and paid and comfy to take a nice quiet vacation in the Bahamas somewhere. Man, fuck these worthless motherfuckers. Abolish this fucking goddamn police department for all I give a shit. What a bunch of crock and motherfucking scum piece of... oh my god. I really can't exactly say the true nature of how I feel about that. Just be on... wait, oh god, wait, what? Nazis? What? In lieu of French action, Nazis organized a paramilitary camp where more than 50 fascists trained hand-to-hand 9 anti-fascists attacked the camp at night and expelled the Nazis who did not want to leave their tents. Also, remove my Reddit? Wait, was there actual, like, video of this? Oh, is there mirrors or some downloads too? Did the anti-fascists manage to scare him off? Yeah, honestly though. But is there here? Is this like the quote violating content policy? Is there base Antifa Nazi punks? Fuck. Okay. Yep. And link about this. Can you read French? I cannot read French. Is there like actual video of this? I want to actually see this. If there is, wait, what? What's this? Oh, okay, some other shit. No one. God damn it. Okay, maybe one of these? Here, I'll just full screen it, just in case, I guess, if this is something happening here. Mirror 1, let's see. Provided by user save anything, okay. Click it. Yeah. Archive, okay. Here we go. Alright, sweet, there is a video. Okay. I mean, I think this alright. Oh shit. Yeah, dude. Dude, fuck them up, man. Fuck these bitches. Throw some flares in their tents. I wouldn't even do this. I would just quietly sneak in there, just throw flares in their tents and run off. Base Antifa, dude. Fuck them up. Fuck them all up, dude. Oh yeah, they're leaving flares by their tents to burn. Good. Fuck these Nazi scum. Can we start doing this here in America? With Nazi paramilitaries doing this shit? I mean, if you catch them off guard like this, I mean, they can't exactly pick up the AR-15s they have in their F-150s. Boom! I love that. I love that kick. Boom, dude. Dude, base Antifa. Oh my god, they're a bunch of criminal thugs. It's like, give me a break. When you got like literal Nazi paramilitaries, like I could literally give a fuck, because that's based. Awesome. Can we see more of that, please? That's amazing. Oh man, you gotta give it to the French. I mean, yeah, they're kind of a meme where they run away and shit, but. Not the lefty French, the anti-fascist like lefty French. They're kind of a different breed of French. I respect those French. What was it? Concession stand workers fight at a Bad Bunny concert in Chicago? The fuck? Right before Bad Bunny went on stage. What?
Two bratwursts. Two bratwursts, one chicken.
Oh my god, so you got like people be like, I would like one bratwurst and one chicken tender. And he got, oh my god, he got these two people being like, you mother, like you got this person being like, you fucking piece of shit. Like, you know, chucking things at this other guy. Dude, oh my god, what the hell?
One chicken tender, two bratwursts, one pretzel.
What is going on? Like, I mean, evidently they don't like each other, and then you got this chick trying to literally comfort her and hug her, and she's still not having it. She's like, quit trying to hug me. I'm not ready for that yet. Man, well, what happened to start this? I mean, I always wonder what the context of what leads up to how the shit escalates like this. Like, did he just, like, did this other dude over here, like the ginger guy, did he, like, say something that pissed her off? Or does she just not like him for some reason? Like, they don't obviously like each other, so, like, I mean, I don't know who's, like, the shift lead or whatever in this, but I would just, if I was just a shift lead or some shit in this, I would be like, alright, I gotta make sure I have it so they're separated, or at least as far as possible in this workplace, so they don't interact like this, or at least as minimal as possible, because evidently there's problems. And I'm imagining, especially at a concert, like, yeah, lines like this are fucking long. Maybe it's a breakup. Oh, maybe you're right. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, maybe they're like, you know, in a relationship and maybe they just had a breakup, but they work with the same contracting company or with the same concert venue hall that this happens to be at. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. I mean, usually it is a company policy that if you're in a relationship with a coworker that you can't necessarily be in the, quote, same department or same workplace, so to speak, or at least as a higher up, especially because of, like, you know, power dynamic shit. So, I mean, I don't know how it would be in this type of workplace. I imagine, considering what it is, probably not, but yeah, I mean, I didn't think about that. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Here, let's keep watching. Let's see. Maybe we'll hear something that, you know, might, you know, imply something. Oh shit! Hold up. We gotta build up to that.
That was two bratwursts, one chicken basket, and one pretzel.
You a fucking bitch. Damn, dude. She ain't fucking around. Well, he's walking out. And she just goes right back to work. I mean, what? I don't know, like, I mean, I don't even know whose side to take. Not that I'm taking it, like, they're kind of, I don't even know. I kind of feel bad for the ginger dude, really. Because, I mean, I couldn't really barely hear their interaction besides her being, you know, just, like, really heated about something. Like, I mean, I kind of feel bad for him, but I also kind of admire that, you know, she had her moment, but... You know, she went right back to work and just boom, you know, without skipping a beat. Like, in a weird way, I kind of admire that. But, like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, yo, what happened? Someone slept with someone they shouldn't have. That, honestly, I feel like that might be it. I have a feeling that honestly seems like it is the case that might be it. Because... I don't know, like, I can't, like, I mean, I can imagine, like, you know, some tension building up at a workplace, you know, because, you know, you don't like somebody and they say something you don't like, and then you say something, you know, about that, and they don't like your response, and blah, 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 like, and, you know, some factionalization and tension builds up, like, I can see that, for sure, but... This isn't, like, you know, some typical retail shit, either, like, this is, you know, more... You know, like, who gives a fuck type of shit, you know, where it's like, you know, you're doing this as, like, you know, a way to just, like, scrape whatever fucking, you know, pay that you can get out of it, essentially. Because I imagine this shit doesn't exactly pay well at all. On top of, like, man, I know, I still, like, there's 20 more seconds, maybe there's, I don't know, let's see.
You already paid for yours, right? I'm sorry, but you're not gonna disrespect me like that.
Not gonna disrespect me like that. So, okay. Alright, we got a little bit of... Okay, alright, as much as that was vague, that actually added some context. That did add some context. Like, okay. You're not gonna disrespect... So, he disrespected her in some way. So, he probably said something or did something that disrespected her in a way. Or that she saw as disrespect, and... You know, probably, maybe was, because evidently they got heated about it, and he probably, you know, was like, oh, well, whatever, you know, about it, or some shit, I don't know, like, that did add some context, because they're also maybe, like, maybe, now I feel like it ain't a breakup thing, because it wouldn't necessarily be about disrespect at that point. Like, because there would be some other shit that would be bubbling up at that point, you know what I mean? So... I feel like this is just more like, you know, co-workers, you know, one of them just, you know, said some shit and the other didn't like it and got heated. Probably, you know, honestly, now I'm feeling like, you know, maybe she, you know, overly heated, reacted to it, and he reacted, you know, like, man, chill the fuck out, and she just, you know, kind of got more heated from there. Like... I'm starting to feel like I'm more on the ginger dude side at this point. Like, I really am. Like, now that that kind of came out. But, you know, it kind of helps to know what maybe he did or said, because that also plays a variable, but it does add context to it, though, that does kind of, honestly, make me kind of lean on the ginger dude a little.
Pull me out this bitch, I'll take my shirt out right now, what up?
So what the fuck? What'd you do? I gotta take my shirt off, and she's just like, boom, dude, like, I mean, showing off her, what is going on? What the fuck? Wait, can't make fun of me? Wait, hold up.
You already paid for yours, right? I'm sorry, but you're not gonna disrespect me like that. What y'all wanna pull me out this bitch? I'll take my shirt out right now, what up? Get some union, they can't fire me.
I couldn't quite hear the last little bit she said, but I don't know. Like, it sounded like she was saying it's like, you know, it's like, you know, that's the fuck shit, you know, because you're saying I have a big something. So I think maybe he was saying something about her size. I mean, okay, now that actually, I don't know, like, from what I could get out of that, outside of the, can I order 3 chicken tenders and a bratwurst plate? Like, in between all that shit, like, I mean, I don't know, now I'm starting to feel like I'm leaning on her side now, because, I mean, if he's, you know, yeah, like, saying she's big or something, being disrespectful in that way about her size, you know, or about, you know, something about her, then, yeah, that's kind of a dick move, especially when you're at, like, the peak stress of fucking work is, you know, in between bands and shit, where that's where, like, the most amount of people are going to be showing the fuck up. I mean, it's just, like, I mean, man, I don't know, like, obviously, you won't be able to get, like, all the context out of it, but, oh, man, I mean, it's, like, man, this was a little bit of a roller coaster, honestly. I kind of have fun with it, though, but, like, here, I want to... I'm that bitch. So the one was cheeseburger, right? I love that part. I love that shit. I'm union. They can't fire me. Oh, wait, she is actually union? You most certainly can't be fired for assaulting a coworker, idiot. I mean, they can't fire me, the person. So, I mean, hold on. If she is union and she did do that and there is video, I'm sorry, but yeah, the union won't defend you on that. Like, even if the guy did say some shit to you and disrespected you and, you know, especially, you know, like, you know, did some stuff, you know, that obviously is not appropriate for the workplace. I mean, he obviously, the union wouldn't defend him, but the union ain't defending your ass either. Like, so that's what she said. I could have sworn I heard union in there, but if she said that, like, I'm sorry, but that they're not going to defend you on that. Like, they're not going to defend you splashing water on a coworker like that. Like, I mean, if you were heated over some shit that was, you know, that you thought was disrespectful and left it at that, I mean, maybe that would have been one thing. Like, I mean, depending on your rep, you know, that you have in the union that you're in, but, like, they're not going to defend you if you're splashing water on your coworkers because you know, got heated with them. Like, they're not, like, that... That's just not how it works. I mean, it's like, hey, I'm pro union as much as the next person, 100%. Like, don't get me wrong, but like, fuck, they won't. They're just not gonna defend you with that. Like, even I wouldn't. It's like, look, I mean, even if, you know, he did that, like, you splash water in his face, and that is technically assault. Like, I can't defend you about that. Like, I will defend you with the disrespect part of that, but the whole, like, everything else after that, like, I'm not going to defend you. Like, sorry, you're kind of on your own with that. Like, he'll have his reprimand, and, you know, maybe he'll be, you know, and he'll probably get fired, too, for whatever the fuck he did, but, I mean, sorry, but you kind of are, too. I mean, it's, like, that's, oh my lord. And she's gone. She can't be fired, but she probably won't, given the fact that she's very confident. This is the first time acting like, oh my, what, jeez, okay, go, alright, wow. I was gonna, like, be kind of in agreement, but then you're just like, it's like, alright, well, go fuck yourself. That's how, despite how there's only one fire that needed to happen. Well, frankly, probably, maybe 2. Such professionalism. Where that behavior doesn't immediately, at least in some sense, sent home. Who wanna work there? I mean, no, for real, right? This public freakout is brought to you by the Ain't No Man Can Handle Me, Bad Bitch Concession Workers Union. I mean, you know what? Hey, I will say this: we need that fucking spunk and energy within the unions. You know what I mean? Like, I will give her that. We need a little bit of that spunk and energy. Like, I mean, we need some of that bad bitch, you know, fucking, you know, shit. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. So, you know, so I guess there is a weird way where I do kind of admire her behavior a little bit, but not the water splashing shit. Like, I mean, that's just over the top. If he, like, you know, slapped you or fucking, like, did some shit to you or something physically, then gloves off at that point. But if you incite that shit, no, like, no. Like, that, no. Bread and Gucci, bread and Gucci. People that are all being better respected are constantly disrespect people around them. I mean, well, I mean, not, no, I mean, yeah. Can't fire me, she was immediately fired the next day. I mean, honestly, probably. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, some of these comments are just like a full-on pull into Reddit. Oh, my birthday. Oh my god, what a prude. Employee of the month. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading these comments because honestly, like, we're getting rare with the gems. Most of them are starting just like, oh my god, it's starting to be bad. Guy attempts group Kamehameha Dragon Ball. Wait, what? This really happened at my movie theater, bruh? Wait, what? No, what? Okay. I gotta see the literal, like, peak nerddom. Sukov, what in the fuck is... do you mind? Yeah, I know you love being a little terrorist psychoball. I know you like being a little psychoball. Now get over here and shut the hell up. Little dork. Oh wait, hold on. Here, I'll look at this first. When you bite a human but he doesn't catch the plague. Damn it! Aw, I mean, it's kind of a cute little rat. Kind of looks like the little Ratatouille rat. Is this really, like, this actually is... That's loud, though. Is this... So, is this... Oh my god. Woo! Oh my god. Peak nerddom, dude. Yeah, level -6 charisma going on, right? Literally all in that room. Holy shit. And we get some wholesome public freak out. Man rescues dog stuck in between a highway. We need humans like this. We need more humans. Oh my god, this poor baby! Oh, that poor baby! Oh, that baby! Oh, that baby's hugging up against the barrier. At least it knows that it's safe up against the barrier. Trust the human. Trust human. This person's honestly being really smart. Oh, good. Grab it by its scruff and neck. Be like a mama and then pick it up. Yeah. Trust human. Trust in human. Oh my goodness. How in the fuck is he gonna get, like, out of this highway shit? That's what I'm wondering. How is he gonna cross? I mean, he has a dog now. So how's he? He just guns it, dude. He just waited for the opportunity and just gunned it. Oh my god, dude. Based. Dude, fucking hero, bro. Oh my god, dude. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, that little puppo. I saw a video of a dude saving a kitten from traffic parkour. Oh, awesome. I'm giving that a like. That deserves it. The CEO of Whole Foods gets schooled on Capitol. Richard Wolf destroys Whole Foods CEO John Mackey. Wait, what? Oh, wait. No way. Oh my god. Yes. I gotta hear this.
Millions or billions, I'm not sure, that he could have taken, like most CEOs do, his personal decision. His alternative, if he didn't want to get paid all that money, would have been to lower the prices at Whole Foods, and everybody else would have saved the money that he is not taking anyway, and that would have distributed much more democratically what it is he chose not to take. When you distribute income and wealth in a highly unequal manner, so that some people get the vast bulk and the rest of us don't, you're leaving the power of the purchasing overwhelmingly in the hands of a minority that shapes what gets produced. That's the question of whether you are free or not, to use their language, or you live in a society that skews who gets produced, what gets produced, because you're giving a disproportionate amount of the income to a tiny portion of your population.
That would be true if we had a monopoly, but we don't.
That would be true if we had a monopoly. You don't have to have a monopoly for that to be the truth. Like, oh my god, what a little slarmy little weasel, dude. Like, it's like that would be true if we were basically a literal monopoly, but we're not like Jeff Bezos. We're trying now.
Wherever they want to. That's capitalism. There's competition.
You sold your company to a monopoly. You know that.
Yeah, which is why he wishes he was Jeff Bezos. Oh my god, look at that eye roll he's doing. It's like, oh my god. It's like, we're not a monopoly, we're just owned by it, you know, we're just trying to be that, but, you know, we're just kind of its bitch, you know, Okay, that was a nice edit. I'm giving I like. I want to know where that full debate is, actually. Yeah, I'm going to find that on YouTube so I can watch it later. Intro. Oof. Oops. There we go. John. Wow, I like how it doesn't even have it on. Like, okay, wow, love it. It's a blessing? What? I'm assuming this is it? Is this it? Sukov, shut up! My god. Oh, yeah, this is it, I think. Is it? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. So this is where they had it on, huh? Ew. Well, maybe I might watch that later. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to, intelligence squared debates. Is this like some weird, like, hyper-capitalist simp shit? What and who the fuck is that? Nonpartisan, non-profit? Was founded... Wait, was store what? Civility, reasoned analysis, and constructive public discourse in today's often biased media language. Well, that sounds like it has a very, weird slant to it, honestly. Okay, whatever. What is... What is just... You small investors beat the street? The lost civilizations of climate change. Oh my good lord. This looks like a bunch of pomp circumstance bullshit, man. I'm only interested in this one video, I guess. I am not gonna bother with whatever the fuck else this channel has. It just... Oh, it looks like it would bore me to literal death. So, nah. I think I'm Gucci on that one. Anyway, what time is it right now? It's about almost 2:20. Damn. Think I'll probably call it good. But first, smoke one more little bowl. Smoke one more bowl before I dip away. Is your calf ready to go? You little Fruit Loop. What you doing? Oi! Boob! Is he over there or is he over there? I don't even know where he is. Whatever. He's either over there or over there. That much I know. That much I know, and that much I know for certain. Let's get this loaded up and smoked up. Tomorrow's Monday, right? Yeah. I'm honestly not really looking forward to going to work tomorrow, but all I know is that I get a weekend after that, so just push through it and just hopefully enjoy my weekend. Man, work's getting just seriously unnecessarily stressful for random bullshit that really should not be the case, but unfortunately it's because of fucking people, so yeah. But anyway, I'll go for now, so peace out, and see y'all for that next one.